What's up, everyone? This is Goldilocks, former TNA backstage interviewer, manager, and you're listening to TNA Cross the Line podcast. Thanks for being here.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 61 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Bob Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. And Dallas, tonight, it is Wednesday, Bloody Wednesday. War Games in TNA, the first time ever. And we're also getting the first ever Super X Cup with a bunch of noteworthy cruiserweights, X Division guys. Some that we've seen before, some that we have never seen, and some that are regulars that we see each week. How excited are you for some blood and some high flying?
I don't know what else you could ask for on a wrestling show. And you know, for a taped show, I think it's important to note this is taped the last 2 weeks because on this date back in 2003 they were doing a fair, since it's a fair rounds, as we've mentioned before. I think this is actually pretty good. Card-wise, we got some exciting names, and that main event cage match is going to be pretty fun, I think. And at least it kind of helps continue some kind of story that we got going on the main show. So I don't know, man. I'm pretty excited about this show. I don't feel like they've done a great job of hyping up the Super X Cup, necessarily. I feel like they've only very briefly mentioned it, even on air. But I think that this is a good taped episode compared to some of the things that we got early on, where the taped episodes were really bad.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for cage matches or war games or whatever. I think I've stated that numerous times. But this one, it kind of feels like it's not five guys that are feuding with five guys, but it's rather five individual people feuding with five other individual people, and it's all into one.
I think that's a really good point, actually. That's a really good way to put it, because it is, really. And I mean, we can say who's in it, since we already know. Chris Harris and James Storm are obviously feuding on the other side. We got Johnny Swinger and Simon Diamond. Then D'Lo, and D'Lo doesn't, I guess, really have anyone in here, huh? Because Sonny Siaki's not in it.
Yeah, but so, I guess you could tie him in with Styles.
You could tie him in with Styles, and even really Daniels. Yeah. Really, I guess Daniels kind of goes more with Jarrett. And then Raven, right, and obviously Shane Douglas and Raven obviously just fought AJ Styles last week as well. So there's a lot of crossover. So I think it definitely makes for an exciting match. And like we said last week, I mean, this is really about to be the precursor to what Lethal Lockdown will eventually be. I mean, they've already said there's going to be weapons hanging in the cage and all sorts of stuff like that. So it obviously doesn't have the top. At least not that I don't think it does. They didn't say that. But, of course, Lethal Lockdown will eventually have the top that lowers with the weapons attached to it. So, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I didn't know this is something that happened.
Do they ever... They don't ever do a two-ring one, do they?
Not that I can think of. I don't think so. I think the only time we have seen a two-ring War Game-style match since WCW was when NXT started doing War Games, and which does not have a top, so it's lame. And then when AEW just did Blood and Guts, which was two rings, it was covered, but that cage was big as fuck. So
MLW has done it.
MLW, yeah.
They've done it, I think, 2019 or something like that, but they also did it in 2003.
So, I mean,
shortly after this show, actually.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, so there's definitely other places that do it, but I feel like on a big stage, we haven't seen it happen.
Yeah. A wrestling company with
years.
television or some sort of national exposure.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's cool. I don't know for sure, so please don't quote me on this because I have not run research on it. But this has got to be one of the first adaptations of a War Games match since whenever that last one took place in WCW. I mean, this is pretty early after WCW closed.
Well, technically, the last true War Games of two rings for WCW was 98, Fall Brawl 98. Because
wow. Really?
Because the one that they do, they don't do one in 99 at Fall Brawl or at any point in 99. And then the one they do in 2000, it was the 3-tier cage.
Oh shit!
The ready to rumble thing.
Oh damn it! You're right.
That's a fun trivia question. I don't know if a lot of people would know that it was technically Fall Brawl 98.
I could have never guessed that, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, because then War Games 2000. That tagline was Russo's Revenge. It was September 4th, 2000 on Nitro. It was the 3-tier cage, yeah. And of course they did that because of the tie-in with Ready to Rumble.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I think Ready to Rumble was released around the time that Arquette became champion, though.
Yeah, so they also used, if I'm reading this correctly, they used at Slamboree in May 2000 as well.
Yep.
So it's all, I'm pretty sure that they used the cage and then they put it into Ready to Rumble, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong about that.
So what do you mean?
Like, didn't they do the cage on Nitro and then it was in Ready to Rumble, like, later? It wasn't like Ready to Rumble happened first, right?
Ready to Rumble was released on April 7th, 2000.
Oh, shit. Okay, so...
in May. So it was after. They did it on TV after the movie came out.
Oh, okay. I think when I did my watch-along of 2000 and 2001 Nitro, I feel like I was trying to remember kind of when that happened.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Wikipedia page. Did you know John Cena was actually in Ready to Rumble as an extra?
I did not know that. That's crazy. Yeah, I was trying to do some researching here real quick since we were just talking about when did the first one kind of happen. And look, right here, Major League Wrestling, September 19th, 2003.
Yep.
War Games taping. So it had, just for fun, since we're talking about it, it had the Funkin' Army, which is Terry Funk, the Sandman, Steve Williams, Sabu, and Bill Alfonso, defeating Steve Corino, Simon Diamond, C.W. Anderson, P.J. Walker, and Barry Windham. When Funk made Corino submit, fouling a fireball to his face.
Yeah.
So that happened very soon after this. That's crazy.
I'm trying to think. It was originally, I think, Jerry Lawler was supposed to be involved in that because he was feuding with Funk in MLW. But shortly before the show, WWE pulled him from it, so he couldn't do it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so at least with my quick research here, technically, well, okay, hold on a second. This is an important note. The Elimination Chamber.
I do not count that as War Games.
I would, but you could say that it's a variation on the concept.
No, because War Games is a team.
I mean, I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing.
So.
But it's in here. That's why.
I don't consider that to be the same.
Well, then if that's the case, if we're not counting that, then we are about to watch what, at least on Wikipedia, on this quick search, the first War Games style, and it is on here. It is listed in here. So I think that's pretty cool.
I think it's...
And maybe they rushed to do this because they saw MLW was going to do it and they want to do it first. Who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised. They wanted the next Ring of Honor doing a hair versus hair thing. So I'm assuming there's going to be some kind of hair.
Well, and as soon as they did, they started teasing cutting hair. So
yeah.
But needless to say, this is the first style since WCW War Games match. So I think that's really cool. And like I said already, probably 3 times, I didn't know this happened. So I think it's really cool, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I'm hoping the Super X Cup holds my interest because usually these type of tournaments kind of drain me.
No, they do. They
get
tough. They do. They get tough for sure.
Like there's so many indie shows that I want to review that are like tournament based, whether it's like Combat Zone's Best of the Best or Super 8s, whatever. But it's like, do I really want to watch the same guys 4 times?
Yeah.
Not really.
No, I get stuff.
But you know what? And before we get into this stuff, we got to shout out Jordan.
Oh my, yes, dude. Thank you. I actually wanted to do that as well. Big huge shout out to Jordan. I mean, you can. I don't want to cut you off, so you can go ahead and say what you want to say.
I was saying he's been I'm assuming a long time listener, whether it be one episode or 10. But he listens to both this podcast and IcoPod. And we're recording this on August 22nd. And he went to the August 20th AEW Rampage show, which
so
I don't know. CM Punk made his return to professional wrestling for AEW in Chicago.
TNA alum CM Punk.
So it all ties in.
It really does. I mean, we're going full circle here.
Yep. Yeah, and also main event. The main event of that was Moxley against Daniel Garcia, and technically John Moxley wrestled in TNA. No, I'm just saying, dark match or not, explosion match or not,
it counts.
Yeah, but he was dedicated enough and kind enough to make a sign plugging both the TNA Cross the Line podcast and IcoPod, and on that sign it also said "Hi Dallas, hi Bob, and hi Austin." So. That's never happened before for me. Anybody to make a sign at a show plugging something that I'm a part of. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really awesome of him to do this. And I shared some pictures that he sent to me in my DMs. And I did see the sign. If you go back, if you're an AEW fan, and if you're not, and if you're a fan of the TNA Cross the Line podcast or IcoPod, I recommend doing this. If you go back to the August 20th edition of Rampage, first off, watch it again because holy shit. But secondly, the introductions as John Moxley and Daniel Garcia are in the ring. If you look at the top of your screen, you can see the sign. And that's pretty fucking cool. So yeah, a big shout out to Jordan. Thanks so much for doing that. And we appreciate your support on both of the podcasts a lot.
Yeah, and next time do it for WrestlingRecaps.com. Okay, I've been doing that for about 10 or 11 years now, and I would like a shout out on Rampage.
I think, Bob, I mean, this might be a look into our future, but we are attending a Dynamite taping. Not taping, excuse me, just a Dynamite, a live show in Rochester.
Yeah, but our seats...
dude, when the camera pans the crowd, yeah, you'll be able to get it on camera, I think. Okay. We got pretty decent seats, so...
I didn't, what's funny is Jordan did it for us, and then I have not even once thought about doing it for when we go.
Right? I know. I didn't even think about it either.
I was like, whatever. I don't know, whatever. Nope, I'm not going to do it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I feel like, because I feel like for a while in wrestling, I feel like bringing signs kind of got weird. Like, I feel like a lot of people, stopped doing it.
Oh, yeah.
But I do feel like we're making a comeback. And I feel like signs are kind of getting popular again.
Yeah.
I feel like I've noticed it.
I just hope it's not like 1999 Raw where every single person has a sign and
you can't say anything. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure even Tony Schiavone has said on his podcast before, like when the fans bring signs, you're hot or something along those lines. So I think it's cool. So
the only thing with signs is a pet peeve is when people bring a sign to a house show.
Yeah, so I did that before.
Okay, great. You're one of those people.
But listen, I'll tell the story quick. It's very quick. I used to bring a Cena sucks sign everywhere I went to wrestling shows, house shows, because I really don't like John Cena. He's great, great human, awful wrestler.
Really? You don't think John Cena's a good wrestler?
If I define that by my entertainment value in him, then no, I don't. Do I think the crowd is behind, all that kind of stuff? Yeah, I don't think you can deny it. But do I want to see John Cena on my TV? I don't.
You don't want that 5-knuckle shuffle?
Dude, no, I don't. I hate that shit.
Let me pump up my sneaker, baby.
This goes back to 2006, 2005. I mean, right at it's got to be 2006 where I got more behind Edge and stuff like that. And it was just no, dude, fuck Cena. Dude needs to drop this belt. You don't, So, I mean, it's not new. But anyways, I did bring my sign there once, and he then threw his wristband at me. Oh, really? You hate me? Okay, here you go. And I did not get it.
Well, I would hope you wouldn't even try to get it because you think he sucks.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it went between my legs and someone grabbed it, which is weird. But needless to say, so I don't do that anymore. I don't bring signs anymore to shows. I also did make actually a Punk is God sign once, and him and Paul Heyman were staring at me, which is kind of cool.
I don't know if they were staring at you positively. If you had a sign that said Punk is God, they're probably concerned.
No, because that was when he was like, I'm a wrestling god, and stuff like that. It was like but anyways, enough about that. I don't bring signs to house shows anymore, and I haven't gone to a TV taping in a long time, or a TV live show at all. Last time I think was when you and I, Bob, went to a SmackDown show.
No.
It's not? Oh my God.
I think so. Isn't it when the Impact Excite one?
Okay. Yes. Okay. We did go to an Impact one night only show, technically. I forget that that's like a real Impact show.
Right. It is. I mean, I think there was like 3 Excite guys on it.
That's a good point. Yeah. That's a good point. Anyways, enough of this. We might have time to talk during the show if we get really bored with the tournament. So if we need filler, we can talk about bringing the signs and how awesome CM Punk coming back to wrestling is all day. But I want to talk about some TNA first. Let's run down the card very quickly from last week's show, kind of what happened, and then we'll get into our notes, our thumbs up, thumbs down, and stuff. I got some pretty interesting notes and some pretty surprising stuff as well. I say that every week, but it's true. I do. So last week's show was pretty good. We liked it again. Overall, but it was a little weaker than previous weeks. Let's hope that trend doesn't continue. So first off, 3 Live Crew. 3 Live Crew, which is BG James Conan and Ron Killings, faced off against Shane Douglas and Slash and Sin, the Disciples of the New Church, and that ended in a no contest. So that match didn't get a finish. They kind of booked themselves into a corner in that one. Then we had Sonny Siaki defeating D'Lo Brown. Trinity was ringside for that. Michael Shane defended the X Division title, and he defeated Jerry Lynn. Abyss defeated the Sandman. Then we got new NWA World Tag Team Champions when Johnny Swinger and Simon Diamond defeated America's Most Wanted. I got a pretty interesting note on that match, so hold on tight.
They finally beat them.
That's a good point. Yeah, they finally won. They won like the bull rope the week prior, and then they finally now they actually got a win. I'm hoping that the 3 months straight of them fighting is going to kind of calm down now. We'll see. Glenn Gilberti shockingly defeated Dusty Rhodes in a bull rope match. Didn't see that one coming. And then in the main event, AJ Styles retained the NWA World Heavyweight title against Raven. And that was a pretty good main event. So overall, not a bad show.
No, I think it continued our streak, right? Even if it was like just barely, I think it did.
Yeah, I think we're at 6 now, man.
That's nuts.
Which makes me worried. Every time we're like, "Oh, that was a good show," it's like, how many more can we get of this? I don't know.
They always say, the peak is great, but fall will be even worse.
Yeah, we know it's coming early 2004. Bob tells us how bad it's going to be, but
I was talking like 2017 Impact. Yeah, like a while.
Oh, I thought you were talking about those.
No, I am. Early 2004. Oh.
There we go.
Yikers.
So overall, though, we drew over. Not over. Sorry, we got a sellout of 1,300 fans, which is pretty good. Now, essentially, it was a double taping because, once again, the show we watch now got taped over the previous 2 shows. But the usual percentage of 60 to 70% was papered last week. So, quite a bit, but that's okay. At this point, who cares? But what do you think that the readers of the Observer thought? Did they like last week's show like we did, or were they opposite, or were they more in the middle?
I'm going to say they liked it.
They did, and actually, this is now the highest, I think, percentage, more than last week. 96.4% gave it a thumbs up.
Wow.
0 gave it a thumbs down, and 3.6% gave it a thumbs in the middle. That's huge.
That's enormous.
Yeah. And he does say this is the 3rd straight week of strong responses, at least by those few who watched. So, needless to say, good response. And Dave says that he thought that it was one of the best shows the company has done from start to finish. I don't necessarily agree with that, but it was a good show, so yeah. I'll take it. What do you think that the best match was voted by the readers?
Okay, now here's the thing. I know. I think every time they wrestle, it's match of the night. I'm gonna go and say it's not. I'm saying it's not AMW against Swinger and Diamond. I'm gonna say it's AJ against Raven.
It was. Yep. And what do you think that the worst match was voted on?
Dusty and Gilberti.
Nope.
Shit. Sandman against Abyss.
Yeah, it was Sandman and Abyss, and then there's two other ones. So then we got D'Lo and Siaki in second place, and then the Three Life Crew versus Shane Douglas and the New Church. But by like a landslide, Sandman and Abyss got the worst match, at least according to the readers. Okay, well, let's get into some new stuff here. And actually, this note I'm going to start with is actually from last week's notes, but since it kind of included spoiler stuff, I really skipped over the entire news. And I'm not going to read even most of it. But one thing that was interesting here, as I tried to like cover up who I am like seeing, and because I don't want to be too spoiled, the actual voiceovers will be done next week after the show, so that they can focus on continuing storylines done on the August 27th show. So essentially, I don't think they're doing commentary live on it necessarily, is what I'm kind of getting from that. Because on the taped matches,
right?
At least on the tournament ones, I think is.
That doesn't surprise me. The tournament ones, I could understand that.
So I think that's pretty interesting. And then, as I teased last week before it was actually announced, since it was like a rumor, is that they were planning on that cage match, which Dave said that they're overdoing things, and a 4-hour-long taping. But we are getting that cage match. So, needless to say. So let's go right into Brian Alvarez, dude. He's got always some super fun things. And actually, he's got some better stuff now this week than usual. Except, unfortunately, Bob, I hate to tell you, there's no rash report this week.
Ugh.
So I don't got nothing on that. But after the tag team match last week, James Storm actually suffered a neck strain and a slight concussion doing the stacked up superplex powerbomb on the last pay-per-view, which is why he didn't come out at the end of the show when everyone was doing the big run-in and stuff like that. But don't worry, and I don't think this is a spoiler, so I'm just saying. He did manage to come out and do the War Games match, which is taped after the show and off the air. So he did end up wrestling.
So it was probably just a stinger then.
Well, hold tight. Once we get in the Observer, there's a little bit more detail about that. So speaking of, obviously we know that this is taped because they're running the fair at the National Fairgrounds, which is hard to believe, as Alvarez says. Can you believe that there's fairs at the fairgrounds? He says he does have a correction from last week. I don't remember necessarily talking about it, but maybe it was on air or something. But we're going to read it anyways. That TNA does have ratings, while the syndicated Explosion show does. And since Eric Watts claimed to be Mr. Explosion, well, I guess he very well could be Mr. Ratings as well. The show in Nashville this week did a 1.1, destroying other local shows, like NWA Main Event, which got a 0.6, and USA Championship Wrestling at 0.2.
Okay. What does a 1.1 equate to?
But I don't know rating shit very well.
I can't imagine it's similar to. It's not similar to like a nationally broadcasted thing, because like a 1.1 back then is like what, 1.3 million people?
Yeah.
If not more, like 1.5 or something like that.
I mean, I was thinking that too, but I don't know.
No way. There's no way that 1.5 million people are watching Explosion. In just in Nashville, and they're like in their partners for syndication. There's no way.
I mean, listen, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just reading what I'm told here, and I thought it was really interesting.
Oh my god, if that is true, could you imagine?
No, I can't.
1.5 million, and then you're only getting 6,000 people to pay for your weekly pay-per-view.
So, for example, if I Google, like, so this is, what does a 1.0 Nielsen rating mean? Now, I don't know if this is a Nielsen rating, but rating is the percentage of total TV households tuned in during a program at any given time. So if that shows a 1.0 rating, it means 1% of those 120.6 million households watch that program. So essentially what I'm getting from this then is that 1.1% of the Nashville market, however many that may be household-wise, tuned into it.
Okay.
That's how I'm reading it, which I think sounds a lot better than what we just were discussing.
Okay. Yeah. So about probably 55 people watch Explosion.
Jesus Christ, probably. Probably. And the last note I got from Alvarez here is that Frankie Kazarian did an interview with Voice of Wrestling last week, and he said that he felt that the Ultimate X match was a success. He said he was hoping it would be his time to make a run as champion, but the company apparently felt that it would be better to go with a Shawn Michaels type angle with Michael Shane. Kazarian said it was nobody's fault that when he almost got killed by AJ Styles during the botched Styles Clash a few weeks back. He said he would hardly consider AJ a dangerous worker and that there are far more dangerous moves than the Styles Clash out there nowadays. Then said he'd put the TNA roster up against any other roster in the world and said he didn't think you could find a better wrestling anywhere in the U.S.
He's a company man.
You gotta be. I don't blame him.
Oh, the Styles Clash thing was his fault because he tucked his head.
Well, yeah, he clearly knew that Styles wasn't the one who fucked that up.
Yeah,
let's be real. Is pretty much every time. It should. I mean, do you want Styles to look down and stare at his opponent's head before? Make sure tuck your chin, bro. You guys just can't go with it. I get it. It's dangerous, man. It's wrestling. But moving on to the Wrestling Observer from September 8th, same day as the Alvarez's shit as well. But they've largely eliminated the crap from the show, and they get great crowd responses, and everyone on the show works their asses off to make an entertaining product. But the only negative is they do way too much in the way of repetitive run-ins, which is pretty true. We've even noticed there's a lot of run-ins.
Yeah.
A pretty interesting note there. He also says that Jerry Jarrett, who has been quiet for some time, was walking around really proud of himself as the reviews of the show have been strong. It's been a never-ending battle with Jarrett versus Russo over who was in power and whose philosophy was better. The Panda people have gone back and forth, and it looked like they always would, but they seem to believe strong reviews of recent shows indicate the Jarrett version of wrestling is better. Jarrett has said he thinks the company would be profitable by now if they'd stuck with it from the start, instead of having to dig out of every the whole created. Todd Carter claimed on the August 20th show saw buys noticeably higher than they've been in a long time. And then Dave says, remember the line about not knowing any numbers for a year? Now we hear them a week later.
Yeah. Yeah, they know.
They at least have to know to a degree, you know.
Oh, I'm sure they know.
But that's the thing about being like essentially a private company.
Yeah.
Is you don't have to share anything. Right. It's not like WWE was they got to be and then like everything because it's all out there. Very different. We kind of touched on this I think a week or two ago at this rate, but Sin got the slot in James Mitchell's new church a few weeks back, and that's actually because Brian Lee no-showed the event, which didn't come as any surprise either. So I don't know if we got the note of him no-showing. I can't recall, but it was obviously we knew that he was no longer in the role. But people are saying it didn't come as a surprise. So
I think the last note that we had from him was like he showed up, got his money, they couldn't find him, and then he came out for his match.
That was the last Brian Lee note for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like that ain't good.
And he fell down during his entrance.
I know. Does anyone remember like any other wrestlers who were wrestling in TNA who they couldn't find before their match at all, and then they found them? And they put him out on live pay-per-view anyway.
Are you talking about Sean Waltman?
No, well, I guess you could say that. I'm talking about Jeff Hardy, but
that hasn't happened yet.
I'm saying in wrestling.
That's 7 years from now.
Wow, it's a reference.
Fuck. Actually, 8. Probably about 7.5 shows from now. 7.5 years of shows from now.
And hey, if you guys want to hear us cover TNA 2010, it's coming soon to the TNA Cross the Line Patreon.
No, it's not.
It might.
No, it's not. Okay.
I got a pitch, but we'll talk about it a different day. So
I have been a proponent against Patreon.
No,
forever.
that's not. You don't know what I'm even going to tell you.
All right. Well.
So you know what? Mind your business. It's actually OnlyFans is what I'm thinking, but.
Oh my gosh.
Just joking.
Oh my god.
Moving on. There was tremendous enthusiasm coming from the string of good shows and a lot of positive business news. At the August 27th show, contracts were handed out to just about every performer who was there, which is probably no coincidence, coming right after Alexis Lurie was signed by WWE, and several others in the company had received phone calls. WWE is now taking TNA seriously, which means TNA better lock people up or get them stolen. And also because some licensing deals in negotiations. So there are negotiations for a video game deal, said to be with EA Sports, a doll deal, which I hate the word doll, and he says that again, so I'm going to say action figure deal, and the entrance music CD deal, which is like similar to WWE. He says that he thinks the figure deal will die. ECW had a deal like that, which meant nothing. And he says that he doesn't see much with the music, but a video game deal may have a chance. Although the chances would be a lot stronger if there was stronger television. ECW took in a lot of money on its video game deal, and this group has kept its expenses far lower. An interesting part of the contracts giving out is that they include medical insurance.
Well, when you're owned, the majority of your ownership is a multi-billion-dollar energy company, I guess they could probably afford some medical insurance.
Right? Yeah, it's weird how that works. So let's dive into a little bit about some of the stuff that happened on the show here. So the lone title change on the show was Simon Diamond and Johnny Swinger winning the NWA tag titles from America's Most Wanted in their usual weekly good match, which was about 9 minutes and 8 seconds, when Gilberti hit Harris with a chair and he fell into the Problem Solver, my favorite tag team finishing move, by Diamond and Swinger, with Diamond getting the pin. So I really like that. And, crowd went nuts for the main event, which Dave says was a 4-star match, maybe the second best of the year for the company, which saw Styles pin Raven in 15 minutes and 2 seconds to keep the NWA title. This was Raven's best match, not only since joining the company, but in a long time before that. It was a well laid out match with super heat and a lot of great near falls. He said they did some K1 spots early. Raven watched the August 15th K1 show to see Bob Sapp and Styles nail him, and Styles had nail him with leg kicks, and they started off doing more of a K1 start than a quote pro wrestling style lockup.
No, well, he's right about that. I don't even know. Maybe Raven's last good match in WWE was against Rhino at Backlash. 2001.
There you go.
Because all the other stuff is 4-minute matches on Heat.
Yeah. You can't really.
Matches like that.
Yeah. And so he also goes on to continue with this and says that it was one that was booked like one of those Raw main events from 2000 where the guys would do each other's finishers for near falls, and there would be the obligatory face pin, but the ref was pulled out at the ring. At the end, James Mitchell's new church interfering regularly. Finally, Shane Douglas gave Raven a low blow, and Styles got the win using the Styles Clash. Everyone and their brother came out for a post-match brawl, with Jeff Jarrett cleaning house, as he did on more occasions than anyone would want to remember during the show. This led to the War Game-style match being taped later in the night, which would air, obviously, is the main event of the show we're about to watch. So, pretty interesting. Good stuff. I don't know. Oh, yeah, we have a couple more on that, but we'll get to it so I don't break my order here. But the 1 cent pay-per-view, which is airing next week, which, as a reminder, we'll say it again at the end of the show in case you forget, but we aren't watching that. It's a clip show. So instead, we'll be covering WWA, the Retribution, Bob?
Ugh.
Is it Retribution or is it?
No, I think it is. Because the Reckoning or whatever, I think is the last one.
Okay, so it's the Retribution, and if you stay tuned till the end of the episode, we'll do a quick rundown of the card for that. I would say is probably a good idea, and we will we'll talk about what we're watching next week. Should be a lot of fun. A lot of TNA guys on it. Essentially, it's a TNA show in a shitty company, so do that what you will. But the 1 cent pay-per-view will not be available to Dish owners DirecTV and the other satellite services didn't approve it. They will instead, in the time slot, have a tape of the company's first home video built around the history of the company's respective titles, which will air clips but not the entire cage match with Daniels and Skipper versus Harris and Storm. It is not definite whether the complete cage match, generally considered the company's best match so far this year, will air in edited or unedited form in the 1 cent show. It's gone back and forth on the decision making about that.
Better be info. Here's my question, and I'm sure this is probably why they didn't want to have it aired. If it's a 1 cent pay-per-view, and they probably have some kind of, revenue splitting thing with the distribution, how would they make money on a 1 cent deal? Or is it just all going right to the pay-per-view provider?
Yeah, I don't think they're making money on that one, man.
There's no way, right?
I don't think they could.
It should have been just like $1. Then we go like 50 cents each or something. And
yeah, because something's up with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how that goes. We'll never hear the numbers, so we'll just have to guess. There was more of a push for Roddy Piper to return. Piper won't be wrestling, but is scheduled to come in and do a promo on September 17th. So we'll see what happens there.
So that would be the week after?
That's when we get back, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Great.
There are no dates scheduled for Sting still. According to a very good friend of Sting, whatever that means, he's made his money and has no Jones about not being on television. He's not against working, but it's not a big deal to him either way. It's doubtful he'll ever go to WWE unless a minimal date type deal.
Well, I'm thinking his good friend is Lex Luger.
So am I.
Or
yes.
Bobby.
Why would they write very good friend? Like, that's very, like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like Lex Luger with, he's wearing a fake mustache. And he's like, hey, Dave, listen, I'm a really good friend of Sting. And Dave's like, Lex, I know it's it. No, dude, no. I'm a really good friend.
I'm just a really good friend. It's like, oh okay, package.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Antonio Pena, if I'm saying that correctly, who is the AAA founder. He's also the former booker of EMLL, which actually I found out when I was looking him up a bit that he was the driving force that actually helped change the name to CMLL. I didn't realize, so I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's the same company.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Well, he's scheduled to come to Nashville on September 17th to try and close a talent trading deal.
Who in CMLL would they want to get?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the roster at the time, I guess.
Yeah, I have no idea. If La Parka is there, do it.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, can you just look up rosters by year? I'll try quick. See if there's any recognizable names, but I really
Well, it's like I think that's what, Mexico.
Yeah, it's a Mexican company. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's probably a bunch of luchadors and.
Oh, Mascara Sangrata is there. He'll come in eventually.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at. Apparently, I'm looking at a random show. I think, which isn't going to help us at all if we're trying to figure out who the fuck. Actually, this is this is too old. So it's just not going to. I don't know. That's a different conversation. But, so I don't know exactly who's there, but who knows? Bringing some international talent in might be kind of fun.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like with WCW when they were working with New Japan, I feel like New Japan never really had like strong people to send over. Meanwhile, WCW like, oh, you have Sting, and here's Ric Flair.
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sending the megastars for not megastars.
Yeah, at least for like the United States crossover. I'm sure. Chono and all them were big stars in Japan, but here in the States, like people, I feel like didn't really care.
Yeah.
Aside from like Liger.
No, that's a good point. I just got a couple more things here. This next one's a little bit longer, so let's just power through it. Rhodes was in and even did a job in his bull rope match for Gilberti when, you guessed it, there's an outside interference as Daniels KO'd him with some knucks. Jarrett made the save and hit Daniels with a guitar. Jarrett was mostly cheered, but heard noticeable boos every time he successfully KO'd some people with a guitar. Jarrett was not happy with the boos. Now, the company said that the boos came from the heel section of fans that hasn't been around for several weeks, but they decided to come back because they thought that Raven, who is their favorite, had to win the title this time. The company was unhappy with them in the past, and Bob Ryder apparently spoke to them about their reactions. Dave says that he's heard different versions of what he said, but the company's take is that they set aside seats for the fans and had no problems. But about 6 weeks ago, Ryder told them that the company is going in a different direction with strong face versus heel lines, and that he basically thought that they should play into it. They complained. Yeah, it's kind of... But they complained about being censored and stopped coming for the most part, although a few have trickled back over the past weeks, and most were back on August 27th. Before the show, security confiscated several signs because they considered them either racial. Dave says it was something along the lines of D'Lo Brown not really being black, or, in poor taste, calling women characters whores. So they took signs because they had, shitty signs. And then it goes on to say that Jarrett, upset that they were booing him, as well as Harrison Storm, told Burt Prentice to give them the word that they weren't welcome at the shows.
Wow. That is bizarre, and it makes them look kind of foolish to be trying to censor a paying audience. This isn't Universal Studios, where just people who don't know what's going on just trickle in and follow direction of a guy having his thumb up or down for cheering people.
Yeah, I don't like the censoring part. Like, hey guys, stop doing what you want to do. Like, I think that's kind of BS. Now, maybe, obviously, we don't know, but if there's potential that they're essentially setting seats aside for them, like, hey, we'll put these seats aside, I could see why they would maybe like be like, hey, if we're setting these aside for you, could you like not do this for us? Which, listen, I still don't necessarily agree with, but maybe they're trying to think like, okay, if we're doing this for you, can you do this for us, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Let I don't either.
Have people have their natural reaction or have their fun.
I agree. And following up on that James Storm news about him being injured, so he did insist on working the War Games match, and he protected himself while in there. So I think I'm glad we got this note before, because I want to see how active he's in it. But he was hospitalized after the show and given X-rays and a CAT scan, and they showed that he suffered a mild concussion and strained muscles in his neck, but no vertebrae damage, which is good.
Wow. Has he had neck injuries since then?
I'd have to go back. I mean,
I want to feel like he hasn't ever been out for a long time.
I don't know if he has either.
Unless he's just, aside from like taking a break, not like an injury.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. Because I mean, he does. I feel like we've seen him land awkwardly on his neck a few times. So.
Yeah, I think so too. Pretty interesting. I got two more things here, two quick ones. The X Division title match where Michael Shane retained over Jerry Lynn. So obviously Michael Shane's their X Division champion, and they're going for the, even as Kazarian said, they're kind of going for this. Let's push Shawn Michaels' cousin. So they push that Shane is the cousin of Shawn Michaels, and he copies Michaels to a degree that he comes off as a minor league wannabe, which is too bad because he's got real talent, and if he tried to develop his own identity. So
I can see that.
I agree. Yeah. And my final note is that they did an angle that seems to set up for Terry Taylor versus Kid Cash in a few weeks, where Taylor was doing interviews backstage and Cash slapped him. As Taylor made a move for Cash, Abyss protected him. They may wind up with Taylor and Larry Zbyszko versus Kid Cash and Abyss. Quite the match.
I don't want to see Taylor or Zbyszko wrestle again. So.
Yeah, man, I'm kind of over it too, to be honest. So yeah, they could probably stop doing that. But that's all I got for news and notes here, Bob. What do we got for independent news before I break some more news to you?
Not a whole lot. A couple of these guys from the tournament, I'm going to kind of highlight what they've been up to, kind of leading into it. So NOSAWA is a regular for CMLL, and he's also competed for MLW and 3PW here in the United States. I believe this is his TNA debut. I don't think we've seen him, have we?
No, not to my knowledge.
I didn't think so. Juventud Guerrera, in case you didn't know, is a former WCW Cruiserweight champion. We've seen him previously during the feud with Jerry Lynn and Conan earlier in the year. But he's a regular for AAA and CMLL as well. Teddy Hart, he is a regular for Stampede Wrestling. And I wasn't really aware of this, but he hadn't really broken out yet on the indie scene. So he hasn't been in like Jersey All Pro or Ring of Honor or anything yet.
Oh, wow.
That's not until after this show takes place. So it should be interesting to see if he stands out so much so that independent promotions were like, we're going to use this guy. Jonny Storm is a regular for FWA, and then recently he's lost to Stryker on August 24th for JCW. He lost to Sanjay Dutt on August 23rd for Combat Zone Wrestling, and he fought Josh Prohibition to a draw on August 22nd for UIPW. Raven defeated D'Lo Brown on August 29th for USA Pro. AJ Styles defeated Kid Cash in a best 2 out of 3 falls match on August 30th for VPW. Christopher Daniels made it to the semifinals of the Badass Mother 3000 tournament, beating NOSAWA and Hardcore Kid before losing to Frankie Kazarian. And that was on, I believe, the 29th and 30th of August for Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. And Shane Douglas defeated Sabu in a street fight on August 30th for VPW. And that is your indie notes for this week. You're muted, Dallas, so I can't hear what you're saying.
Okay, I'm going to break the news to you now, Bob.
Thanks.
There's no explosion.
Well, when you tape 2 weeks of stuff, that's no surprise.
Exactly. So, spoiler alert. There ain't no explosion next week either.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah,
So,
right.
So that's all I got, man.
All right.
Let's get into this show.
Give me the War Games, Dallas. All right, I'm going to count down from 5, and when I say play, follow along with us, whether it's on Impact Plus, own personal collection, or maybe it's uploaded onto the YouTube Insider Impact thing, whatever. Probably not, because there's still a lot of stuff that's not even added to that. But it's time for Wednesday, Bloody Wednesday, Super X Cup Tournament watch along. Let's do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Are you ready, Bob? I'm so ready for this conflict. Look at this.
Dude.
This is so dramatic. Who is that? Yeah, that's that interview showing Raven push Styles when Styles crashed.
Oh, that was Raven.
Interview.
Okay.
I wasn't sure either. Controversy. What's controversial?
When Swinger and Diamond won the tag straps, dude. It's controversial. It only took him 7 tries to do it.
Chaos. This is very dramatic.
Dude, it's War Games, man.
No, it's Wednesday, Bloody Wednesday.
It's War Games. I think they even said War Games.
Well, I think Dusty made a mention of, like, there used to be this little thing, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Well, hey, while we got a video package going on, I saw something pretty cool over on our Twitter, actually, that I have yet to mention. Control. Hold on, what's the Control? Oh, it's Eric Watts.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pull it up to make sure I get the correct here. Give me just 2 seconds. Wednesday, Bloody Wednesday. So I don't know if you saw this, Bob, or even if you did, you might have not even realized what it was, because I didn't at first either. Mm-hmm. But there's a wrestler here in Total Nonstop Action who's part of the Disciples of the New Church, and he's not Sin, and he's not Brian Lee. So it's Slash. And apparently, Slash, or, Wolfie D, has a podcast. And
really?
It is Live and in Color with Wolfie D, and he gave us a follow over on our Twitter page, and that's at Live Wolfie D. So I've been tagging this old Wolfie D page for, however long we've been doing this show now, 60 episodes, or 61. And, well, he's got this new one because he's starting a podcast.
Oh, wow.
So
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Wolfie D? That's on our Twitter?
Yeah, if you go to... It actually happened, I think it happened a day or two ago. So, and actually, he's currently selling signed TNA cards of Slash for like $15. Might need to grab one of them.
Okay, Live and in Color. Okay. Podcast with host Jimmy Street. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy is either, but I know who Wolfie D is. Jarrett, D'Lo, Raven, America's Most Wanted, Fallen Angel, Simon and Swinger, Shane Douglas, AJ Styles, Wednesday, Bloody Wednesday. Wow, dude, that was quite the opening package here. And now, do you like that they didn't even mention in that package that it's also the Super X Cup?
Yeah. I can't say that I'm surprised. Well, there's been about 5 episodes so far of his podcast.
Yeah, they drop Mondays at noon if you're interested.
Speaking of podcasts, I can't, and this is involving a TNA alum. Buff Bagwell has a podcast.
No way.
Yep.
Oh.
And I think it's called Rebuilding Buff.
Okay.
And I listened to it for about 45 seconds. And what is this?
This is Laz.
This is Laz.
He's wrestled on Explosion.
Oh my goodness.
And even today is making mention that we've seen him on Explosion. Wow. This is not what I thought Laz looked
He's
like.
wearing jeans that like Goldilocks would be wearing.
I'm pretty sure that is Goldilocks' outfit.
Wow.
Look, I like his face paint that looks kind of like he's like a mime in a weird way. I'm really confused.
Yeah.
Well, look at him
Such a
rubbing
guy
on
in the
people.
front row. And he's like, okay,
shit.
dude. Anyway, for the Rebuilding Buff, I listened to it for about 30 seconds because, I was like, all right, what could this be about? Well, I'm pretty sure Buff Bagwell was doing the podcast using his home phone. Because the sound quality was very annoying.
Well, look at this, Bob. In case we didn't have enough matches to watch on the show, Mad Mikey's coming out here. It looks like we're about to get a Mad Mikey match here on this Wednesday, Bloody Wednesday Super X Cup show.
What does he have written on his tape?
It looked like a phone number, but then it's a bunch of other stuff too. Wow, that was quite the intro. I've tried to look up who Laz is before, and essentially, like, he's no one. So unless you remember seeing this match, I bet many people have not seen Laz.
He kind of reminds me of what is it, Phantasmo?
Yes, I couldn't think of the name.
Yeah, like the brief magician gimmick in the World Wrestling Federation.
Yeah. Now, he has wrestled as recently as 2017, but that looks like to be it. He also has gone by the names Lazarus, Dustin Timberlake, and that guy.
That's right.
And this is the Laz character, which I'd love to. Oh,
he's on the map, fucking air humping.
I don't know. This is someone I'd like to talk to and be like, could you explain what your character is? Because I'm very confused.
Well, didn't you also say that he had defeated AJ Styles at an NWA anniversary show earlier?
Let me check again. He did at NWA's 52nd anniversary show, the Battle of the Belts 2000, and on October 14th, 2000, he defeated AJ Styles. It was by disqualification.
Oh, okay. So he didn't pin him.
But they went 10 minutes and 19 seconds.
Okay. Oh, he just kissed him.
Hey.
That's just going to piss him off more.
He does wrestle a lot in Wildside. which is probably the connection we're making here.
Yeah. I'm sure that would probably mean that Bill Behrens probably knows
Yeah.
him very well.
Also, USACW, which is another Tennessee company as well.
Yeah. Which I think.
Oh, shit. A double underhook DDT. That was nice. And Mad Mikey picks up the win. That was quick, man. 7 minutes on our show here total.
And I think that I've said it before, but that USACW thing I think is on High Spots.
Oh, okay. I do remember you mentioned that.
Which I've wanted to watch because I've noticed quite a few TNA guys appearing on there, but I got other things I gotta watch too.
Yeah, like 35-minute Chris Hero and Kyle O'Reilly matches.
Which I did. I successfully did. It took me a day and a half to build up the courage to do it, but I did it.
That's really great. Hey, we're at the table with Down West and Mike Tenay, and we got a little tease of the Super X Cup trophy there, which looked like a giant bowling trophy.
It did.
The No Limits X Division.
This trophy will go to the winner. Who do you think is going to win it?
You know, I think it's got to be a TNA guy, right? I don't think that we're going to give it to another guy. So if we're going to TNA guys, my gut wants to say Kazarian.
That's what I was thinking.
Because he didn't get the title, but they still are very high on Kazarian. So I could easily see that happening. I don't think it's going to be Jerry Lynn. I think Sabin's going to go over Lynn in that first round match.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think Kazarian's going to pin Michael Shane, who is the X Division champion.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, I think Hoovy's got to be the favorite for the international team. Well, group. Because I don't see NOSAWA, Jonny Storm, or Teddy Hart getting to the finals.
No, I don't either. I think Hoovy's kind of the pick for that, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we're taking War Games to another level.
It doesn't matter. We got all the weapons here, Todd West.
Baseball bats, guitars, you name it. We got it, okay? Don West can't remember all the names in it because there's fucking 10 people and he's yelling.
Well, he's also had to talk about 3 shows in one day, so.
I mean, that's a really great point. Which actually, I'm curious when they filmed this part because unless they did it on the second show, when they filmed the other part of the matches, then they kind of spoiled the cage match thing. But because remember, they filmed this on 2 separate shows, so I'm curious. That's actually Terry Taylor here backstage with Dusty Rhodes. The man who's had more bloody battles than anybody. The man who knows more about War Games than anybody. American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Terry Taylor is an awful interviewer.
He's the worst.
The key to the War Games, if you will. Even though it's not War Games.
If you will.
Dungeons have been built, if you know what I'm talking about. Cages have been built. But none as vicious as the one that we're going to see tonight.
This is going to sound like a dumb question, but Dusty's in this match, right?
Yeah, I think so. Unless I'm wrong, too.
Jarrett, AMW.
Oh, no, he's not.
Raven. It's 5-on-5, though.
Oh, but Dusty has the key. Bloody Wednesday does not have a good ring for a match.
No. Nope.
Oh, how many times I've kicked Arn Anderson's ass, and that's how the promo ends.
That's not Lollipop.
No, I don't think that is.
Who's that? Turn around. Get a better view of your face. Okay. Well. Who's dude?
The juice, brother.
Finally, the Juicy Juice has come back to
No,
the
he's not.
asylum.
He's not the juicy juice. He's just the juice.
He's the juicy juice. If you watch WCW Nitro 2000, he's the goddamn juicy juice.
That must have been early because he did not call himself Juicy Juice after April.
He sure did.
Here's NOSAWA, who all this already sort of reminds me of Michael Nakazawa, like his mannerisms.
Well, it's the same guy.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
According to today, he's just from the Orient.
It's the same guy. Look it up on Cage Match. It's the same guy.
I was going to look him up anyways. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was trying to convince you that he was, and then 45 minutes later be like, by the way, that's not the same guy.
If he didn't have the tattoos, you maybe could get me, but we're going right into it, dude.
See, yeah, that's true.
It's been 6 months since Juventud Guerrera has seen action here in TNA. Holy shit.
Oh, jeez. He's moving fast tonight. Wheelbarrow Bulldog by Juvi.
I just know. So this is funny already. I knew this was going to happen. So in the beginning, Don West was wearing a bright blue silk shirt.
Yeah.
They just had an angle where you could see him sitting at the table, and he's wearing black. So if that's not telling you that, yeah, obviously it was filmed at different times. I don't know what is.
That's a good point. But Mike, so the question is though, are they doing it live or is it a voiceover? I'm assuming they'd be doing it like live as the match was happening then, right?
I believe that they were. Oh, you mean the commentary itself?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I think we mentioned. I don't know. I think I mentioned it earlier in this show. I already forgot. But they were doing like recorded commentary as far as I was aware. But that was only to continue like storylines throughout it and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening, to be honest with you.
Interesting.
Nasawa was trying to suplex Juvi back in the ring, and he got him. But Juvi went around. Nasawa behind him, going for that German suplex. Juvi lands on his feet. He hits him
Jumping
with a
back
kick. It looked pretty nice.
See, I would just call that a spin kick.
I was waiting to see what Mike Tenay was going to say because he kind of like paused.
So this was the final portion of the recording of the taping?
No, this happened first.
Oh, this happened first. Okay. So I was going to say, watch out for like a crowd being killed off here. But if it happened early, they're going to be hot for it then.
Yeah, so as far as I'm aware, what I was getting out of reading is that they filmed what I'm assuming is these first grouping of matches before pay-per-view 59. And then I think it's 59. I'd have to double check, I guess. But then the next group and the Wednesday Bloody Wednesday happened. The cage match happened after the show.
Right.
But the other Super X Cup stuff happened before. So if anything, the crowd might be fried for that cage match.
Okay.
I think that's what was going to be interesting to kind of keep an eye on.
And that's probably the draw to keep everybody there is to watch the War Games.
Exactly. I would have to assume. And I would assume it's going to work.
Oh, I'd stay there.
Pump handle. Oh, wow. That was nice.
Yeah, pump handle, twisting, sit out, slam.
He like flipped Nasawa around, it looked nice.
See, now the juicy juice is going for the juicy elbow.
He said suck it.
Well, he's doing all the attitude. There it is. He hit it. That's it. If The Rock can win with an elbow, so can Juvi. 1, 2.
I just want you to know, Mike Tenay did not call it the juicy juice elbow.
What do you call it?
He just said he hits him with the elbow.
Oh, come on. I'm a better commentator than Mike Tenay.
Sunset flip. Nasawa rolls through. Drop kick to Juvi.
1, 2. No.
You're right. That could have ended in a hurry, but it didn't. Lots of counters in this opening match. Really smooth, though. In Nasawa. Oh,
Movie driver.
It's got to be it, right?
No, he's going to do like the 450.
Oh, shit.
The Juvi driver sets up the 450.
He's calling for it. Let's see. Is he going to hit it, Bob?
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Oh. He hit good, too.
That's a 3.
Hoovy looking good.
Dude, he looked wicked good in that match.
Yeah, he did.
And wasn't it his match with Jerry Lynn that was like it was not great?
Yeah.
It was like they were clashing, like their styles weren't working.
But wasn't that because Hoovy didn't want to like lose to him or something? So he might have.
Yeah, he did have some kind of issue, but.
Yeah.
Okay, we just cut backstage, and now Terry Taylor is talking to the Sinister Minister.
This is basically what we're gonna get. We're gonna get X Cup matches, and every promo backstage will be people involved in War Games, right?
Yeah, and I feel like it's gonna happen between every match.
Yeah.
Talking about Raven leaving him laying in the middle of the ring with this bloody mess. And, shout out to all of our Twitter followers who keep teasing us for one of my favorite moments that's going to happen soon. That's coming up. Everyone seems really excited about it. Yeah, everyone's commenting on our post. They're like, guys, you're almost there. And it's like, I know we're almost there. I can't wait.
Yeah.
So
I know. Triton, he's coming soon. We're about 18 months away.
Wait, Mitchell is saying he's going to go after his single defining characteristic, his hair, because Douglas is going to scalp him and steal his identity, steal his face. Just like sapped of his ego, sapped of his will to live.
I feel like all this comes true.
To see the pain in his eyes. And Gilberti just walked in. That was quite the promo by James Mitchell there.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Gilberti's like, hey, Gilberti's saying, Douglas is part of a team tonight, so I stop worrying about Raven's hair and stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody could get hurt out there.
Speaking of our Twitter followers, were you going around following a bunch of people again, or were they just following us?
Hey man, I do what the Twitter says. Twitter says follow these people. I'm doing it. So, Welcome to the team.
Well, because I noticed that, and also Dallas and I are kind of confused because lately our downloads have been surging, and we don't know where it's coming from.
Holy shit!
Teddy Hart.
Look at how this jabroni looks.
Looks like he just came out of a nightclub. But like he was the dancer.
He was at the rave club where Waltman and China were at the anniversary show. Dude, he looks so ridiculous right now.
How much Teddy Hart have you watched?
I mean, I've seen his work, but I couldn't name his opponents that I've seen him face. Like my buddy Jeremy. You know Jeremy, of course, but
yeah.
He showed me some Teddy Hart.
He lives like above me.
Yes, that's right. You don't know.
Tell me right now that Jonny Storm doesn't remind you of Quiet Storm or like Chris Devine.
Well, that is him. We're going right into it though. Teddy Hart.
Quiet Storm and Chris Devine is Jonny Storm?
No, it's not. I'm joking.
The hell?
But he literally looks just like him.
He really does. Ooh, yes.
You might remember Jonny Storm from an appearance several months ago when he was the Sex Australian Heavyweight Champion. You might have forgot that, but it is happening. Look at this. Holy shit.
Wait, he was?
That's what they was the local one night thing, Bob. One night they introduced him as the Sex Australian Heavyweight Champion. Beautiful.
That wasn't actually Hudson?
What?
That wasn't the Hudson guy?
No, I thought it was Jonny Storm. Am I mixing people up?
I think you might be.
Oh, you know what, dude? I think I am. Hold on.
Because, like, Hudson was with Gilberti.
Oh, shit.
And Sanders and stuff, and they're like, oh, they're mates.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
He had a boomerang or whatever.
Honestly, the foreign and, like, dark long hair is made me mess up. Okay, I'm wrong. My apologies.
What a shock, everybody. Hey, Jordan. one of our loyal followers here, Springboard. Nice Springboard moonsault. Make sure that you put that in a tally. I've been talking to Jordan. I told Jordan every time that you're wrong, I need him to put a tally on, and he contacted me and told me you've been wrong 68 times already.
That's probably right, but like at least you're here to correct me and help me. You know, I get things mixed up.
I'm here to hold you accountable.
Ashley Hudson and Jonny Storm. When you see both of them once, I can't help but forget who they are.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, they don't look the same, but it's okay.
Bullshit, Bob. They both have long hair that's in their face.
Hudson also is bigger, and he has a freaking goatee. So
yeah, the mustache. That's the only difference, dude.
Yeah, there you go.
I really thought that was him. That's funny. I hate
Storm missing a moonsault. Here's Teddy Hart. What is he doing? Oh,
wow.
What the hell was that? He jumped off the top rope and then hit a DDT, but stalled for a second in midair. I don't even know how he did that.
He also did it. You were making fun of me, but he did a huge moonsault on the outside, and there he just hit a fucking beautiful shooting star press. Moves on to the second round. Well, Bob, I'm a little nervous because we're only 22 minutes and 48 seconds into this show, and we've seen 3 matches now.
That's a good point.
Well, what's he called? Just said the heart what?
I don't know, the heart attack or something like that? No, that's not right.
Oh my god, I'll look it up. So I don't get
D'Lo Brown's the other guy in the match with Sonny.
Yeah, it might be the heart attack because on Cage Match he does have heart attack and heart attack 2.0.
Sonny's with Trinity talking to the new tag champions, Swinger and Diamond. He's in charge. Big night.
If you pay attention to their production, you can tell that this is a tape show, just the way they're cutting backstage. So.
Oh my god, yeah. Absolutely.
So if you didn't know it was taped, but you've watched as many episodes as we have, if we didn't know this was taped, I feel like I would know.
Yeah. Swinger's offended by being called Knucklehead.
Who is this goof, Daddy?
Shane Douglas. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, he's doing his thing.
The way he talks.
Do you know how dangerous this match is tonight?
He emphasizes every word.
Look at him do fingers. He's getting hype right now, dude.
Look how ready dude. He's pissed. You, me, her, Francie, wait.
And then he just gave her a look up and down.
They want you, me, her. Candido, Bigelow, see what's on the hurt. Oh, see, he is that. Oh, he's gonna right in Siaki's face. He's gonna kiss him or something.
You got that, Sonny Siaki.
Okay. Who's that? I like her too. Whoever that is. Chris Sabin, I just bought his Impact figure.
I have it as well.
With the X Division Championship?
Mm-hmm. And the little base he goes on? Oh, yeah.
Did you open it up or no?
Well, yeah, because it was back when I played with him, but...
Oh, see, I'm leaving mine mint on card.
Well, one day I will offer to buy you those from you.
Because then what's going to happen here is eventually when Impact Wrestling goes out of business...
They won't.
Eventually, when they sell to WWE.
They won't.
Eventually, when they sell to AEW.
I'd be okay with that.
Okay. I can see that happening.
I'd be okay with that because then someone can use their tape library because, half of the fucking roster is AEW.
Dude. If I'm Tony Khan, okay. I go to Impact and Ring of Honor. Now, listen, Ring of Honor, nobody's really cared about you in about 5 years, probably at this point. Realistically, 4 or 5 years.
I'd say no. It's probably more like 3-4 years max. Because let's be real. Let's be really serious for a second. Once the Bucks and Cody and Kenny Omega stopped appearing at Ring of Honor, no one gave a fuck.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
All In was 2018.
Okay, well then fine. We'll say 4 years. I would contact Ring of Honor. I'd contact Impact, and maybe other independent wrestling companies, and be like, listen, I'll give you X amount of money for your tape library. Don't give it to WWE because they won't even use it right. We're gonna make our own streaming service and go from there. All Elite streaming or something stupid like that. And then you have all that content. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm down.
He would have to probably pay off Viacom so they could get some Impact years of TV, because I think technically Viacom owns like 2006 to 2013 or something like that.
Well, at this point, Tony Khan might as well just try to buy that, because dude buys everything.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you want licensed music as your theme song? Yeah, I'll buy that for you. Sabin sunset on Jerry Lynn. We haven't talked really much at this match at all, but it started immediately. Sabin barely let Lynn get in the ring, and they've been going at it ever since. Jerry Lynn has been very aggressive, yelling at the referee, nailing punches.
Good. I thought Jerry got hurt there for a second.
It kind of looked like it. TKO to Chris Sabin.
Is Jerry about to? No, he's not. 1, 2.
Nope, foot on the rope.
Barely got his foot on the rope.
Just 2 years in the sport.
Why is it pissed?
But Sabin only 2 years at this point is fucking pretty damn good.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's insane. Oh my God, Jerry Lynn's put. Wait, Don Callis is out here because Jerry Lynn put Rudy Charles in a headlock. Oh. He said, if you hurt the official this week, you're going to lose your job.
Oh.
And there goes Sabin with a low blow.
Oh, but he hit him in the butthole, really.
Well, that still fucking would hurt, so.
1, 2. These are some quick-ass matches.
Yeah, dude, we're literally 28 minutes and 58 seconds. No, mind you, we have like semifinals and a final, and then War Games, but still, this is flying.
1, 2. Here you are.
And here's Terry Taylor.
All right, so that's what? That's 3 matches for the tournament then?
Yeah, that's 3.
We still have Kazarian and
Shane, and then there's 2 semifinal matches, and then there's the finals, and then we have our War Game essentially. Talking about Raven's hair again. Raven is saying he was this close to fulfilling his destiny.
Why does his hair look like it's already been cut?
I think it's because it's slicked back, like really good. You could see it kind of coming down on his right.
It's weird.
He's gonna have to eliminate Shane Douglas, Jim Mitchell, and the New Church to get another shot at the title. Oh yeah, see, it's in the ponytail.
Okay.
Punk and De Niro will occupy the New Church, but Douglas and Mitchell's all his, he says. Poor Punk in the back, and Jerry Taylor's hands over his face. Jesus.
Trying to get that camera time, and it's like, nah.
It's crazy.
Covering the face of one of the biggest stars in 2021.
No big deal. Oh, you see, Raven says you thought I was dangerous before. I'm a lot more dangerous now. Quote the Raven, nevermore. But he doesn't even do this taunt, so it's not as cool.
No, that's right.
Here comes Kazarian flying down to the ring.
Now, it's very noticeable. I was just going to say, these people are like running to the ring. They must have told them, listen, hustle it up. Let's go.
Each of you have 5 minutes in your opening matches. And they're like, oh, okay. Yeah, within the first hour of the show, opening match has got to be fucking way done. We're going to get through semifinals even in the first hour, I think. Okay, this is weird. Here's Michael Shane, who is our X Division champion. And he doesn't have the title. Here we go. Okay, this one we're going to... No one's beating each other up. Michael Shane and Kazarian here. Our last opening round match.
I gotta look this up because I feel like there's been a lot of shows taped in one night. But it was only... Wait a minute. 8/27 August 27th show was live, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Bob, this is the only taped show. The other shows weren't taped. But this show was taped over multiple days.
Right. But on Cage Match, it says that it was taped on August 20th.
I don't think their date is right on that.
Well, because I was going to say, maybe if it was taped August 20th, then I feel like as if...
Well, actually, no, hold on. That is right, because that brings us to pay-per-view 59, okay?
Right.
So part of this was taped on that day.
So then, so Michael Shane hadn't won the X Division Championship yet.
Oh.
Right?
Well, because he won
Ultimate X was on August 20th.
Oh, shit.
But there's not the structures up. So did they put those up after?
They had to have. Okay. Well, and so this is a great point that you're bringing this up, and we just used those context clues there. Because on commentary, Mike Tenay said, we're still talking about Ultimate X, which clearly tells you that they did, in fact, do the commentary after and did not do it live.
Mm-hmm. We're here with the scoops, folks.
Yeah, we're figuring this out. We got you figured out, TNA.
Yeah.
I didn't make that Ultimate X connection like that, dude. Wow. I really didn't. But if I pull up my notes here as well, I do think I
only figured it out because Honey Nut Cheerios are good for your brain.
Wow.
Oh, nice snap power slam. 1, 2.
I mean, since I can now look, because I try not to spoil myself for these shows. I've mentioned it before, right? I try really hard not to. Because, like, what fun is that?
Especially if you haven't seen it.
I'm just kind of going back here. So it looks like, let's see. Mad Mikey and Laz took place on the August 27th show.
Huh, okay.
So that took place there. And yeah, so Kazarian, Michael Shane that we're currently watching, Sabin, Jerry Lynn, Teddy Hart, Jonny Storm, and Juventud and NOSAWA in that order. And there we go. Holy shit, Kazarian got 3. Those 4 matches in that order took place on August 20th. So what they did is they had these guys essentially go on after Explosion, as Terry Taylor is here backstage with Vince Russo and AJ Styles. They had them go on right after Explosion, then Sabin and Lynn, so they got Sabin out of the way. Then they had a break, then they had Teddy Hart and Storm, and then Juvi and NOSAWA, and then they did the Ultimate X match. So they had a couple match breaks. So they essentially did double duty and then still killed it on Ultimate X.
Yeah, they did.
And
I wonder how long it took to set up the Ultimate X thing, though.
Great point. They probably did an intermission at the show. Okay, we're going to take a 20-minute intermission or something like that.
Yeah, you know what? And I wonder if also that's why the matches were so short.
Probably.
To begin with.
And just for reference, so like I said, Mad Mikey and Laz, which we saw first tonight, actually was filmed on that August 27th show. And then all the semifinal matches took place before that show started. And then the War Games match happened after the August 27th show ended.
Right.
And also, just for fun of references, Russo's just making sure nothing happens to Styles and the belt. That's why you're the champ. Making all
and he was saying how like there's no more challengers, so they're all in a cage with him now or whatever. So
yeah. Oh, here we go. So we have Guerrera and Hart up next, and then Sabin and Kazarian. Which Kazarian's beat Sabin quite a bit. Just saying. Okay, check this out. This is filmed on a different day. Teddy Hart is wearing different gear.
Sure is.
Whoa. He's wearing like his Teddy Hart pants. What you normally would think Teddy Hart would be.
Yeah. Did he shave too? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, this is weird.
Continuity is weird. Oh, jeez.
I don't know. Teddy Hart's like one of those guys who, like, when he like flies through the air, he looks so like, I guess graceful is the word, but like,
yes,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Teddy Hart's a guy where I really want to like him, but then you know how he is like as a human being, and then you just can't.
Yeah, well, especially now. But I mean, I never got super into him just because I think maybe I was a stubborn younger fan who didn't want to watch independent wrestling really. But it's like Jeremy would show me Matt Sydal and Teddy Hart and like Jack Evans. Jack Evans, dude, I couldn't stand for years. I just couldn't get into it, and I think it's the same vibe for Teddy Hart for me. So I never really got into him. But, like, the shit you see, it's like, oh, my God. Like, I can't believe he's doing that stuff. But, like, I don't know. I just could never get into it.
Well, that makes a lot of sense because Teddy and Jack Evans were, at least for a while, like, best friends. I don't know if they are anymore.
I wouldn't be surprised if those were matches they fought together that I was seeing or something then. I don't even know.
Well, because I remember, I think it was, like, Final Battle 09. They had, like, a Teddy Hart Jack Evans showcase of like 5 minutes, and they just did the craziest dives and like get pissed off everybody. In like a 5-minute match. I was like, what the fuck?
Holy shit, look how fast these two are going. I couldn't have called that if I wanted, but Hoovy ended it with a tilt-a-whirl DDT.
I think Hoovy's trying to get a job.
Dude, he's killing it right so far. Oh shit. Teddy Hart catches him in an armbar. The Fujiwara armbar.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. You look in the crowd, and that's definitely in a different group of people.
Well, if you notice, the Shane Douglas shirt that I just saw is not in the front anymore.
It's gone, yeah. He's
well, even the lighting looks like they looked the crowd different on this show.
Yeah, they did.
But
it's probably because this is the show that had like 1,300 people.
This is the one they had 1,300 on. The last one only had 1,000, which is still pretty good, but regardless. Yeah, so that's, by the way, why I didn't give anyone a crowd number, because it's split between shows, so... If you average that, we're at like 1150.
Right.
Now, Dom, the closest you're going to come to a six-pack is in your refrigerator. Nice, Tanae.
Tanae's shooting hard tonight.
He's working on his heel manager role for when he has to manage Ron Killings.
It's cyberspace.
Yeah. He'll be getting punched in the corner. Slaps Teddy Hart across the chest.
Knee lift in the corner.
He's whipping Hoovy to the other corner.
I just want some. I want some crazy dives. Oh, boot to the face.
So do I. Dude, I hate Teddy Hart's hair so much. Holy shit, look at that head scissor by Hoovy. That's nice.
Teddy Hart's just an annoying guy. In general, I think. Because like, I watched a bunch of like Jersey All Pro shows where he does like crazy shit, has some great matches. But he always gets the microphone, and then he cuts these passionate promos in front of like 400 people at a rec center, saying like, "I do this for you. I put my body on the line for all of you," and it just rambles on forever.
Oh, look at this! He's on the guardrail.
Lost footing, but recovers and moonsault.
Impressive nonetheless. I need them to cut to Don West because I obviously don't remember the color of his shirt last week. But if it's blue, that means the intro of this show is what they filmed. They filmed last week, which I do think is the case, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Holy shit!
Wow. Hoovy just yanked Teddy off the apron and he smacked his face on the apron.
As Don said, he creamed his face, which I think is a funny way to say it. Springboard crossbody.
Crowd loving it.
Yeah, dude. They are. You know one thing I do like about Teddy Hart, and not like I said, not that I've really seen enough of his magic stuff, but I love that he comes out with his cat and then puts it on the ring post.
Well, that's more like today.
I know. I think it's hilarious.
I don't.
Because like, how does the cat sit there?
Did you ever watch Trent and Chuck Taylor's like shoot interview thing called
No,
like Best Friends or whatever?
Oh, I think I know what you're about to say. I think I've heard the story or something.
Well, I don't know what I'm about to say.
I'm pretty sure they talk about the cat on there.
Yeah, but they all like Teddy Hart's also like I think he mentions like he killed a guy or something like that. And then Chuck Taylor's just like, wait, what? You did what?
God.
And he gets like sketched out.
Oh, I wonder why.
That's a great series on High Spots.
That pump handle driver again. That's awesome. I love that pump handle move that he's doing. Teddy Hart reverses the pin though. Oh no, 2 count on him as well.
I can't believe we're already 43 minutes into this.
It's flying. It's flying like our time and also like how many matches we've already seen.
Oh, like a reverse pile driver there by Teddy.
Is he going for cover? He's going pretty slow. Oh, wait a second. Is he going to do what I think he's going to do? I don't know. He's putting him in the corner, though. Teddy Hart going up.
I do this for you. I do this for all you people. I put my line to entertain all of you. That's usually what he says in Jersey. Don't.
Oh, shit.
Oh, like a
twisting 450 is what Tanay just called it.
That was not a twisting 450. That was like a spiral tap.
Yeah, essentially. Well, let's see. Now he turned himself around, so I guess it is kind of a 450.
No, it's not a 450.
It's not a normal 450. It's a twisting 450.
It's not a 450.
They just showed a slow-mo replay. If you guys think I'm wrong, Jordan, then go ahead and go watch the show.
Springboard moonsault.
If the
to the
professor
floor
says
again.
it, I'm right.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. Just like he calls it an axe kick. Wait, was that sign just say something Borash.com, and I need to know.
Well, I'm sure whatever it is, it probably doesn't exist anymore. Just like TNA Chapter.
It's bootborash.com. Let me do a live research.
If that's still active, I'll die.
It's probably not, but I like how like people in the asylum fucking hate Jeremy Borash. Okay, it is not active anymore. Oh,
Double leg slam. What about on the Wayback Machine?
I was just gonna do that. I was waiting to pull it up before I said it.
Oh. Is Teddy bleeding?
Is he?
I can't tell. No, I don't think he is. When he got drop kicked there, I thought his face was busted open.
Okay, it's saying that the Wayback Machine has not archived that website.
Oh. Teddy moved out of the way of the elbow about 10 seconds before Hoovy tried to do it, and he still tried to do it. Rock bottom. Juicy Juice unable to get the 3 count.
Oh, boy. You know what is active, though?
What?
I'm going to pull it up quick. Make sure it's a real thing before I say it. Hold on. Active on Wayback Machine. Oh, yeah. TNAChad.com.
Get out of here.
Go on the Wayback Machine, brother. It's there. I'm going to have to deep dive into this one later.
Oh, boy.
Thanks so much for visiting the site. Please keep checking it out and tell all your friends about it. And definitely click on the links to the right. One of them is a link to my band's website. And so he's got two websites, kozumband.com or konzumelband.com, lonewolfwrestling.com, and NWA-TNA.com.
Oh, Teddy almost won after that tornado DDT out of the corner. Uh-oh. What's he going for? Is he going to go for the 450?
No, shooting star.
Star.
Wicked nice shooting star.
Oh, but he's holding his knee. Why? You know what? He does this a lot. He always sells a knee injury. Uh-oh. No, Hoover driver.
Yeah! Is he going to hit it again?
Juicy juice. No.
Oh.
Okay, how are you going to sell a knee injury and then kip up right after?
I mean.
All right. Oh, no. Middle rope, Hoovy driver. Oh, that's got to be it. Don't even go for a 450 after that. 1, 2. You got it. I love how Teddy tried to kick out.
Yeah. So Hoovy is going to the finals on the international side.
Not a shock at all. That was a good match. I mean, that was a good car crash of a match.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, shit. Interrogator's great. What? For Northcutt and Ryan Wilson?
So the Interrogators, yeah, with... Let the interrogation begin. NWA Blackshear Security. Brownies, Girl Scouts, maybe? I like that Ryan Wilson's just sitting there.
He's probably not a good talker. Bad.
Jeff Jarrett. Close to crossing the line.
What?
You mean on the TNA Cross the Line podcast?
Well, Vince Russo is authority, Kevin. Is Ryan going to say anything?
No. Don Callis, the ultimate authority. That is the last word.
Okay, Ryan.
That's it.
Thanks.
Here comes Chris Sabin.
Hail Sabin. I'm a Sabinite.
Me too.
Well, I was repeating what the fans...
I know, I've seen that sign. So Kazarian changed as well. He's wearing white and green now.
Well, I mean, we've established that it's a different taste, so of course they're going to change their stuff. It's like a week apart.
Yeah, but you know it's going to be on the same show. Some people would, try to make the effort and wear the same gear. Don is wearing a bright blue silk shirt, so the intro was filmed during this show. Whether it was at the end or the beginning, who knows, but...
I'm sure it was at the beginning.
I feel like it was at the end, actually, because of the cage match announcement.
Yeah, but at the beginning.
No, I think it was at the end of the show before the cage match happened.
No, I think it's at the beginning.
No, I don't. No way. Because they don't mention anything about the Super X Cup in it, so...
Yeah, well, why not? Okay, who cares?
I'm just saying, I'm just making ideas.
Who cares? Come on, Sabin.
Well, yes. Well, no, wait. You want Sabin or you want Kazarian?
Well, I think Kazarian's going to win, but I want Sabin.
Okay, I agree with that. And you just bought Sabin's figure. So.
And I just bought his figure, yeah.
Oh my God!
He missed that rope.
It looked like he was going to hang him up over the top, or onto the apron even, and then Kazarian either missed his footing, or maybe that was the move, and he slipped, and then hit his face on the apron.
Yeah. So, fun fact here. I have Thunder on the television. I'm watching this on my computer. And it's the episode of Thunder where Bagwell, who that was a nice slingshot DDT on the apron by Kazarian. That probably broke Sabin's face.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It's the episode of Thunder, though, where Bagwell broke his neck.
Oh.
So that's fun.
Rebuilding buff.
With this podcast using his home phone. Landline. Excuse me. Oh, Kazarian misses in the corner, kicks Sabin on the apron, and why?
Wow! Sunset flip to the floor.
Why?
Into a powerbomb, yeah.
He did a running sunset flip over the top rope to powerbomb Sabin on the floor.
That was insane. And it did look like Sabin's head and neck hit that ramp, not the match.
Final match. You would have thought it was for the finals here. They're all going all out, but no, they're trying to get to the finals.
Kazarian. Oh, Sabin catches him with a German though.
Yeah, but see, he was already going to land on his back on the springboard. So how does a German hurt him more?
He drove him down more with force. And if he hit Sabin, it would have broken some of that fall. But instead, Sabin helped make him land harder. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, right into that middle turnbuckle. Sabin. Oh.
Tiger suplex for a 2 count.
That was nice.
I think this has been their best match.
Maybe this is the one they've been waiting for, man.
Maybe. Teddy and Hoovy was good, and this has been.
Oh, look at that!
What do you even call that? Like a straight jacket?
Yeah, he's in it like a straight jacket.
Reverse jawbreaker.
And now he's got him in a submission. He's got his knee into his back.
See, now that would be my finishing move, where I'd make the guy choke himself out.
It's perfect.
That's what I would do.
Sabin into the corner. Nope. He pops up on. Kazarian was going to hit the Back to the Future. But he slipped out. Oh, going for a DDT, but look at this. Kazarian's got Sabin
choking him over the ropes. Come on, ref. Should be a disqualification. Those tights look like they're brand new. Like this is the first time he's wearing them.
They might be. I don't think we've seen them before. Springboard gets hit in the gut with like a knee, it looked like. It was kind of hard to tell.
Cradle shock? Nope.
Whoa, Wave of the Future.
Oh, Wave of the Future. 1.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Sabin just kicks out.
The look on the face of Frankie Kazarian
tells you everything you need to know about this match.
Whipping Kazarian in the corner. He pops up onto the top rope. Grabs Sabin from behind. Oh, Sabin hits him with like a Pele kick. The backwards bicycle kick. Same idea. Is he going to hit the Future Shock? No, Mike Tenay, that is not the Back to the Future. This is the
Wait a
future
minute.
shot.
Well, was he saying that's Sabin's finisher, or is he saying that's...
Yes, he's trying to say he's saying that that's Sabin's finisher, but it's not. That's not the Back to the Future of Kazarian's either. So
Right. Everything he just said didn't make any sense.
yeah, that was weird. Sabin's on the top row. Oh boy, we're both up on the top rope right now. Sabin looks like he's going to suplex Kazarian out to the floor. Kazarian is blocking that. Oh boy.
Flux capacitor.
Oh.
Yep.
He hits it, but he can't get to a cover. Crowd's hot.
Yeah, but you know what? Even Sabin should be dead. Okay, that should be good enough for a 3 count, even if it takes him 2 weeks to get over there to pin him.
Well, no, because then Sabin can get up. He's getting his energy back right now.
See, this is an example about wrestling that I hate.
You don't just die from a move, dude. If I punch you in the face,
Dude, he just hit a flipping like slam thing off the top rope, and he's about to get up. After 10 seconds.
Yeah.
What?
And now he's running at him, and then he gets kicked to the face. And now Kazarian's up on his shoulders, rolls through. Oh, Sabin steals it.
And then he fucking pins him with the fucking roll up. Are you kidding me with this bullshit?
That's a little different than a roll up, but
dude,
Sabin's in the finals with Hoovy.
This is a joke.
Knock it off.
You knock it off. You're defending ridiculous stuff here.
The finisher thing, like, I'm not even going to sit here and argue with you about that, because come on. He didn't go for a cover. And even like I said, dude, if I punch you in the face, you're going to be fine in like a minute or so. Like, you'll be okay. And then you'll punch me back.
Okay, all right. That's a punch a minute or so. If I were to have you on the top rope and then do a backflip slam to the mat, how long is it going to take before you're okay from that? If a punch to the face is a minute or two,
at least a couple seconds, and then if you don't, if you don't cover me, I'm going to get up. Okay. Right. America's Most Wanted is talking to Terry Taylor now. The most brutal match in NWA history, Wednesday, Bloody Wednesday. I really wish they had a better name for it. I wish they called it like... Oh, wait. Kid Cash and Abyss.
Why do all these guys, aside from Cash... Like, Abyss looks sunburned.
I think it's after his match, and so he's all wicked sweaty and hot.
Yeah, but look at his skin. It's all red.
I know. That's what he looked like after his... Look at his chest. I mean, you can tell he's sweaty. Look at the different color on his shirt.
That could just be water.
It's definitely mostly sweat. Oh, he just slapped the shit out of Taylor.
Oh, Terry's pissed. Well, when is Terry going to learn? He's done that before.
Well, don't worry. He's soon going to grab Zbyszko, and they're going to fight Abyss and Kid Cash. The first ever Super X tournament finals.
Nobody wants to see that. We're into the finals, and we just passed the hour mark. Are you kidding me?
You're telling me, Bob, that Wednesday Bloody Wednesday is going to go 50 minutes?
No, there's got to be another match, right?
No, it's the finals, and then it's the Wednesday Bloody Wednesday.
What? Okay, no, they got to have something because they got to get the cage up. Oh, wait a minute, it's taped. So they could probably just get ahead of that. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. It's literally going to... I bet you this match goes... We'll get 10 to 15 out of this because it's finals. And then it's going to be 40 minutes of Wednesday Bloody Wednesday.
There's got to be like another video package or something, and I'm sure there's going to be like...
post-match.
Yeah, there's got to be something.
Well, remember, it's... Dude, Hoovy's going through so much water coming out. Yes, let's recap what we just watched for the past hour. I mean, it was so fast. How could you forget what happened? Hoovy's like, why the fuck am I wrestling again on this show? Oh, he just did the title thing. Like, I'm winning this.
For the belt, dude.
The trophy's in the ring.
Juicy Juice is about to be champ.
JB's wearing his Austin Skinner fleece tan jacket.
Oh, are we gonna get like the boxing introductions for this crap? Are you serious?
It's looking like it. The following contest. Dude, Austin has that same shit. 2003 Super X Cup tournament.
Introducing first of all, Fireless #1 from Detroit, Michigan.
He's representing the U.S.
champion, Chris Sabin. Nailed that one pretty good. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Tijuana, Mexico, is Juventud Guerrera.
I don't think they...
Former WWE Cruiserweight Champion. Juventud Guerrera.
I don't think they said Tijuana, just for the record.
I know that.
I think he literally just said he's from Mexico. I might have misheard that, but...
No, I think you're right. I was trying to do my best Jeremy Borash impersonation.
Well, apparently you need to have major heat in the arena if you want to beat Jeremy Borash. The bell rang. We're at an hour, 2 minutes, and 54 seconds.
I think I'm going to recreate the Boot Borash website.
I think you need to.
Sabin wants to shake hands. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. We're friends. Come on, fans. What are you talking about? I'm Chris Sabin.
Should they do it? Should they shake hands?
Do it.
Oh, Sabin slapped.
Oh, you know what?
Oh,
when you take forever to shake my hand, I'm going to slap you in the face.
Here we go. Running the rope. Try to shoulder block each other, but neither goes down. Oh, they both went down.
They slapped each other, and then they ran in opposite directions to just go back at each other.
Wrestling.
Yeah, that's like you and I just slapping each other, then running like in opposite directions to come back to each other.
Oh, Hoovy gave him the finger. He tried to shake his hand again. Sabin goes for a clothesline. Hoovy ducks it. Goes back a couple right hands.
Those are some good punches there by Hoovy.
Yep. Irish whip. Sabin ducks down. Nope. Gets kicked in the head. Hoovy with the rolling duck.
Spinning kick.
Back kick. Hoovy off the ropes. Coming back. Tilt to a whirl. Head scissor.
Vintage Juventud Guerrera.
Vintage.
As Michael Cole would say. Hoovy keeping control of the left arm. Oh, he sits down. Uh-oh, this could be a cross arm bar here.
I think it is going to be it, dude. Sabin's going to tap, and then we're going to have literally 50 minutes for Wednesday, Bloody Wednesday.
Well, I know with War Games, usually it's the first 2 or 5 minutes. And
then it's what? Is it 90 seconds?
Yeah, 90 seconds or 2 minutes.
I forget which one.
After that. So maybe nobody submits for 25 minutes. Which I would prefer. Usually it's as soon as everybody's in there, somebody gives up within 4 minutes. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh! Yeah, Sabin just did like a release throw powerbomb thing, and Hoovy landed on the side of his head.
But he kicks out, dude. I'd be down longer for that than I would that flippy move. Okay, Bob, could you give us a time check? Because I just fucked up my whole thing.
I'm at 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 31 seconds. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39.
I'm good. 1 hour, 5 minutes, 41, 42?
Yeah.
Okay. I accidentally scrolled, and it moved the whole bar. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, that's my favorite, doing that. Spinning heel kick by Hoovy sends Sabin to the floor, and now he's running to do a fake out 619.
What the heck?
And then a slingshot crossbody.
Sabin went out to clear his head, but Hoovie's
I think there's a sign there that says Mikey is mad at his gimmick.
Oh, that's good. Breaking the fourth wall. I like it.
I kind of like the gimmick.
I do too. I think it's
mad at
funny.
everything. Oh. Face first goes Sabin into the apron. Now Hoovie's on the apron, slingshot, elbow drop. That's better than the people's elbow. That's called the Juicy Juice elbow. One,
Oh my God.
two. Ugh, Sabin. I'm going to have it catch on. Hashtag
Okay.
Juicy Juice elbow. TNA 03. Do it.
You know, there's definitely a good chance that could happen, but
The Juicy Juice elbow. What is he doing now? Like a hammerlock abdominal stretch.
wow.
Take
Sabin
that,
gonna
Mike
tap-
Tenay. He didn't say that. I did.
Come on, Sabin.
He doesn't want to give up. Oh, vicious chop.
Who would you have win this? You want young talent Sabin or Lucha legend Hoovie?
Oh, nice wheelbarrow German there by Sabin. I believe the correct answer here would be for Sabin to win.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. Especially because Sabin's with the company.
I was just gonna say, yeah, because I know next week there's no episode. So when you return on September 17th, who's going to be there? As CM Punk would say.
Yeah,
I say that because I re-listened to his interview with Colt Cabana.
Oh, dude, I need to re-listen to that. When you
And
texted me about Colt's podcast, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I might need to re-listen to that one.
Yeah. Well, a bunch of times he's like, okay, Vince, yeah, it's great, but like, who's gonna be here tomorrow when Brock Lesnar beats me? And he's like,
I think he said the same with the Undertaker thing.
Yeah. He's like, okay, cool, but like when Undertaker beats me, who's here tomorrow on Raw? Well, you are there, Phil. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So what good does it do for me if I keep on losing to part-timers?
Well, because I do feel like, as Hoovie just kicked Sabin right in the head pretty damn good. I do feel like for like the later part of his run, that's all he was doing.
Oh yeah.
It was like, okay, lose to The Rock, lose to Brock Lesnar, lose to The Undertaker. And it's like, oh. I mean, big-time feuds and all, but when you're just losing all your big matches.
Yeah, well, and what's crazy, too, about all that is that even with him losing, he was still able to, like, maintain getting over.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy.
Like, it's nuts.
Sabin's got Hoovie in a submission now.
I think it is a little nuts that he never main evented a WrestleMania.
Well, no, and the one where it was like him and Jericho, where they probably had the chance to be a main event, they weren't.
They wrestled at a Mania?
Yeah, Jericho, and look at that. Oh my God, straight jacket, electric chair into a pin. It was awesome. Yeah. I couldn't tell you the number. I'd have to do a Google.
Oh, you know what? It's probably 2013 or 12. Yeah, I think it's 2012 because that was like the last good.
It's 2012. Yeah.
The last good house show.
WrestleMania 28. That house show, dude. I was front row, and Jericho and Punk were main event in the house show. I was fucking so happy.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, Hoovie lands on his feet after a German. Sabin kicks him in the gut, picks him up, goes for a slam, but no, Hoovie reverses it, kicks Sabin in the gut. Nope, counters. Roll up. Hoovie rolls through. Oh, quick reversal pin. Nope.
Right, they're trading a bunch of near falls here. Well, Sabin rolls through. Another kick out.
Oh, they both fall.
Both down.
They can't even stand.
Typical.
JB is like, yo, if you guys keep yelling, I'll throw you a shirt.
Do it. Guys, jump up. Maybe we get backstage passes. Backstage passes. The loudest fan in the arena can go backstage and meet Ink Ink. That's right. Shannon Moore and Jesse Deal. Maybe they'll give you a tattoo. I don't know. We'll find out.
Ink.
Yeah, dude. You don't like Ink Ink?
No, like, why did you... Of all the ones that you had to pull out of your ass, Ink.
I was just trying to think of random people. What's that? You want to meet Rob Terry? Well, if you make a lot of noise tonight, you can. Oh, Hoovy going for the driver, maybe? No, Sabin counters out of the corner with a reverse DDT.
Oh.
No, Hoovy counters that, but then Sabin counters that too. He went for the air raid crash, but Hoovy counters that. I'm going to say counter about 900 times. Sabin going for another move, but countered by Hoovy with a roll-up. Oh, Sabin, wheelbarrow.
Oh, my
Bulldog
God.
again by Hoovy.
That sequence was insane.
I almost just passed out because I didn't take a breath as I kept on talking about counter this, counter that, counter this and that. This has been, I would say, another good match.
This has been pretty good, yeah.
Who's gonna get up?
Who's gonna win? Or are they both just gonna stay down? And then
I wanna point out right now, okay, that Chris Sabin has been on the mat longer for a wheelbarrow bulldog than he was for the flux capacitor off the top rope.
To be fair, they were just going pretty ham, and this is his third match of the night, so you're kind of worn down.
It's not his third match of the night.
Shh, kayfabe.
Kayfabe.
Oh, Hoovy with a springboard dropkick.
Springboard missile dropkick. Oh, he kipped up. Who is he? Shawn Michaels? He's going for another Hoovy driver.
Is he going to hit it? I don't know.
Probably not. Here we go. Ready? He's got it hooked. Sabin's like, screw you, pal. Kick to the gut. He's going to go for a... I don't know what you call that, but he had him over the shoulder and hit a twisting DDT.
Twisting, modified DDT, as Tanay said.
Well, that means Tanay doesn't even know what it's called either. 1, 2, Hoovy kicks out at 2. We're at 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 33 seconds. If you're following along.
And I hope you are following along with us. And if you're not, this has been a really easy hour of show to watch, so highly recommend watching it.
Hoovy with another kick to the guy. Double underhook. Sabin drops to a knee. Couple of times. Hoovy chops him. Underhook again. Double underhook.
Oh my God, dude.
God.
Sabin might be dead.
Right on the top of his head. And he kicks out.
I can't believe it. Look at the replay. Ready? Holy shit.
Oh my God.
that was nasty.
Yeah, how did Sabin kick out? Hoovy driver? No, Sabin counters with a freaking DDT because, of course, he just landed on top of his head and he comes back with a DDT.
Wrestling.
Good Lord. 1, 2, Hoovy kicks out. What is this, WrestleMania? We're all kicking out a bunch of finishing moves?
What is the finals of the Super X Cup?
God damn it.
They've been on the top. Holy crap. He got his head taken off with the dropkick. Hoovy might have been playing possum.
You think?
In the head.
1, 2. Oh, Hoovy can't keep him down. Who's going to prevail in this match? How can you win if you can't win after dropping a guy right on the top of his cranium? Oh, Sabin crotching Hoovy on the top turnbuckle.
You see, if you hit him with a 450 splash after a Hoovy driver, that could do it.
What is he doing? Is he going to go for a...
Oh.
Okay, superplex.
Holy crap. Sabin's got his arm. Wait, they both got their arms. Oh, okay.
Dude, if they were about to do a double pin finish again for the 8th time in a year, I was going to throw my computer against the wall.
Well, they didn't. Sabin challenged the ref. Hoovy rolls him up.
1, 2. Oh, I thought Hoovy was going to get him on a roll-up. But Sabin comes back with a roll-up. 1, 2. Nothing.
Bob, why is that you in the front row standing up?
I'm not there, Dallas.
Yeah, but you look. That's you because you're tall as fuck.
Oh.
Hoovy driver.
Hoovy driver. Are you talking about the big guy there?
Yeah, because
Like
he's
right in
tall
the
as
middle?
fuck. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's rude. That could be me because I would definitely signal for the 450 like that with my arm raised.
Oh! It's got to be it, right? 1, 2. Oh, Sabin got his foot on the rope.
What the hell? I didn't even see him put his foot there. I thought Rudy fucked up.
That was good.
Wow. Wow. That was a good false finish. I did not see him get his foot on the bottom
Well, I
rope.
like that they weren't at a camera angle where you could see it right away.
No, that's good camera work, yeah.
Oh, he's going for that pump handle slam again, but Sabin reverses it. He's going for the future shot. That's it.
That's more like a muscle buster. Oh, he gets Hoovy. Chris Sabin.
There you go. Your first ever Super X Cup winner. You get your bowling trophy.
So is he called his version of the muscle buster the future shock?
At this time.
Because the cradle shock is when he does a spin, right?
Yeah, but I think at this time, I think it's both just called the future shock right now.
Huh.
They haven't called it the cradle shock yet. They haven't called anything cradle shock.
Interesting.
Because eventually the cradle shock, he crosses their legs.
Right, and then he does a spin and then out.
Yeah, that's eventually they call it, but he hasn't done the cross leg version. That's not for a while, I don't think.
Okay.
Okay, so they barely let Sabin celebrate before
He didn't even get the trophy, did he?
He barely had it in his hand.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. We're seeing a video of Piper doing a sit-down interview from behind.
Great. I can't
He's
wait.
coming. It's going to be like the Sting shit. I bet you we're not done with those. I bet you soon it's going to be behind the paint. Like today's interview with Sting.
Ugh.
He's coming and he's pissed. And it's Piper's music.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
April.
Yeah, Bob's coming and he's pissed.
He's pissed. He is not happy.
Well, we're at an hour, 19 minutes, and 19 seconds, and we have one match left. And that is Wednesday, Bloody Wednesday. It's War Games.
Know what? You know what's funny is Tenay looks exhausted. Like I've called a lot of wrestling. Don West is like, give me more. I'm ready for another 3 fucking shows.
Look at the smile on his face. This dude's
he's
done.
like,
He
this is
loves
great.
it.
I got people falling on their heads. I got girls in cages.
Well, I guess while they're hyping this up, I think that was a fun little tournament. I think that was the best tournament we've had in TNA.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think I like that the majority of the first round matches were like 4 minutes or less each time.
Yeah, and hey, next week is that 1 cent pay-per-view, and me and Bob, as we mentioned earlier, will not be watching that. We will be watching WWA's The Retribution,
Blah.
which we'll go over the matches at the end of the show as a little bit of a preview of what we are going to be doing.
I'm skipping it. I'm going to have Screech is actually going to take my place, and he's going to watch it.
I'll tell you what, man, it's actually a pretty good card, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Is it really?
I'm excited. Why do you? No, I want you to wait. Or you want to do it now? You want me to say the card now?
I feel like we have at least 5 minutes of.
So do I. I also think so. You know what? Let's give you the card for our bonus episode that's going to be coming out next week in turn instead of a TNA show. So it's WWA's The Retribution. It was taped on December 6th, 2002, but it actually aired February 9th, 2003. It was in Glasgow, Scotland. And it had the following matches. You ready for this?
Yeah.
We got Shark Boy facing off against Frankie Kazarian. Conan facing Nate Webb. Buff Bagwell and Johnny
Conan
Swinger.
against Nate Webb?
Yep.
Okay.
Buff Bagwell versus Johnny Swinger versus Malice and Norman Smiley.
What?
Puppet and Tio in a midget match with the special referee is Medeja.
What? Medeja? Okay.
Yeah. And then I hope I'm reading. Yeah, I'm definitely reading the right card. I was like, I hope I'm on the right show. Then there's Joe E. Legend facing off against Mike Sanders. Then Jeff Jarrett will be defending the NWA title against Nathan Jones. Then we have a no disqualification three-way match, which is Sabu against Perry Saturn with Medeja and Simon Diamond.
That could be good.
And then in the main event, the WWA World Heavyweight title, which is vacant, is on the line as Sting faces Lex Luger.
What? Yeah, dude. Let's watch some Lex Luger in 03.
That's not bad, dude.
That's a mixed match of a show.
Okay, so Eric Watts is out here.
He's firing everybody. Tiny the Timekeeper, Athena, and Borash have been fired. Oh.
Oh no, they're bringing out 3 Live Crew to do their jobs instead.
Yeah. So that probably puts the heels at a disadvantage. Is that what we're doing here?
Well, yeah, right?
Oh, that's live pop.
Of course, BG James would be the only one in like a different shirt.
I just don't. Tiny's pissed. He's going to go on a heel turn. He's going to beat up PG James, I think. Oh, Ron Killing's dancing with Athena. Tiny's about to cry.
Dude, he looks so sad.
Am I really fired? Athena's like, thank God I can leave.
Yeah, she's like, I'm so sick of standing here.
I've done nothing for 2 tapings now.
No, as a reminder, this is essentially a Ravens Clockwork Orange House of Fun inside of a steel cage, but with war game rules. Okay. So there is currently...
Let's not diminish this to a Ravens Clockwork Orange House of Fun, because...
That's what they said last week when they hyped it up, and if you see there's chains holding the weapons, it's a Ravens Clockwork Orange House of Fun.
Yeah, but Ravens Clockwork Orange only has one side of a cage.
Well...
Not an actual
eventually,
whole thing cage.
But early TNA that we've been watching, there's the chains holding the weapons is the majority of.
Yeah, but then it's not inside of a cage.
I know. I said it's. I said it's Ravens.
This is like a rage in the cage.
It's Ravens Clockwork Orange House of Fun inside of a cage. Here comes Christopher Daniels with Vince Russo.
This is bullshit because all of the people should be at ringside. I like how Vince Russo
look
has
at Russo with the
belt. He's the champion. Is that that's new music for Daniels, isn't it?
Yeah, that doesn't sound like his normal one, I didn't think. There's a table. There's like they got the bull rope and everything, dude. We got a little bit of everything in this. I like it.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of blood here, folks. And in case you're wondering, we are at 1 hour and 25 minutes right now. So we have over 25 minutes left. Oh, wow. Jarrett's starting the match, too.
I'm very surprised about that.
Wow. I thought he would have been last.
And
who the hell would be last now? If it's not Jarrett. Raven?
Raven or... what was I going to say? Or I could see James Storm since he's got that concussion. He does finish this match, but he kind of takes it easier.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I would rather have Dusty and Russo in this match.
I think that'd be fun, wouldn't it?
That's what I think.
Oh, look at Daniels is attacking Jarrett outside of the cage. We're underway.
You just rammed Jarrett headfirst into the cage and then into the... Are you kidding me, dude?
Hold on.
We're brawling in the crowd in a Morgan's match.
It's a cage match, and yeah, they literally were like, hey, wait, Jarrett's in it. We got to brawl in the crowd first.
You got
Are we
it.
serious?
Yeah, it's funny.
So they're going.
And Eric Watts is with them. He's like, okay, I'll go with you.
So they're going 3 minutes here, and then every 90 seconds someone comes in. That's the rules.
Okay.
So for 3 minutes, we'll be in the crowd.
Well, wait a minute. If the bell has the bell sounded, because they haven't been in the ring yet.
I don't know if it has, but I don't know if it matters. I feel like this is a kind of match where it's like, okay, they started fighting, we're starting now.
Yeah.
And so we used a chair in the crowd already, so we didn't need the weapons inside the ring. Yeah, see, the best. Oh, Clockwork Orange House of Fun. Russo can bring his bat. Jarrett can bring his guitar. The bull ropes. We literally have every TNA stipulation. There's not a ladder. There's the bell.
Does that mean? I wonder if that means the 3 minute starts right now.
I'm wondering.
And of course, they have weapons in there that are playing a part in the feuds. Like the bull rope is with Swinger and Diamond against A&W. Guitar because.
I like that though. I think that's cool.
Yeah. No, I think it's fine. Spinebusters by Jarrett. Not as good as Arn Anderson, but.
Yeah, well, did you know how many times Dusty Rhodes beat his ass? He told us earlier.
Dozens. Oh, Daniel's getting sent into the cage face first a bunch of times. I like how there's a wet floor sign.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh.
I hope someone besides Jarrett uses his guitar. So, like Raven uses it or something.
Yeah, I was trying to think who would use it. Maybe Siaki. Is Siaki in the match too or no?
No.
What the fuck? Is it 4-on-4 then?
No, it's Harris, D'Lo, James Storm, Jarrett, and Raven versus Styles, Daniels, Swinger, Shane Douglas, and Simon Diamond.
Shane Douglas. Okay.
I mean, we got a good group of people in this match.
Oh, I don't think it's bad. I can't remember who's in it.
No, it gets confusing. Don Callis is on commentary now.
What is he? He's nunchucks?
Oh, yep.
Who is he? Steve Blackman?
Look at him. Look at him. I would say that this is probably the only match where the commentary was done ringside, like, and not like a voiceover.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the Super X Cup, this is matches. There's no storyline purpose behind it.
Exactly.
So I guess with commentary, you have to just kind of do it here.
Well, and as we figured out with doing our puzzle piece there is, since they were doing it before the Ultimate X and then mentioned the Ultimate X, they kind of had to do it after.
Yeah.
Daniel's up on the top rope with a kendo stick. I'd like to point out there is no ceiling.
Yeah, that's probably because somebody's going to jump off of it.
Well, and I feel like, unless you're in like WCW, they're like, yeah, we don't like ceilings. Oh, Daniel's getting slingshotted right into the cage. And now Jarrett's rubbing his face up against it. We got 15 seconds till the next person comes out.
Daniel's looking for his blade. Just did a blade job.
Yeah, he's doing it right now.
Yeah. Pretty blatant there.
Here comes AJ Styles.
Wow. AJ Styles coming out second for his team.
Russo's like, come on, bro.
Bro, come on, bro.
Jarrett beat the shit out of him
whacking
with a
him with
kendo
it.
stick.
And then Russo's yelling, no. Well, Styles into the cage. I like how they're keeping the clock on the screen.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't think WCW really ever did that. They would just count down from 10.
Well, that way you can cheat the time a little bit.
Yeah.
If you need to. You know, Jarrett is getting 2-on-1.
I think D'Lo's coming out next.
That's a really, yeah.
That way he can go after his former best friend, tag team partner of 5 weeks, AJ Styles.
Yep.
These guys know each other better than anybody. No, Daniel's trying to get the table. Looks like he's struggling to get it unhooked. Oh, trash can shot from Styles to Jeff Jarrett. Daniels is insisting on getting that table.
Well, he's knocking all sorts of shit down.
I think he finally got it. Oh, cookie sheet right to Jarrett's forehead by Styles. Here we go. Who's going to come out next? No, it's AMW. Somebody from AMW.
Oh, yeah. Chris Harris.
Chris Harris.
Pretty decent pop in the Asylum for Harris.
Well, at this point, he's the Shawn Michaels of the tag team.
It's crazy.
Cleaning house with some left hands. Ducks a spin kick from Styles. Spear.
Holy
turns
shit.
Inside out with it.
Styles is dead.
Styles took that pretty well. He sold that very well for him.
I feel like once everyone's in the ring, like Eric Watts is really going to be in the way.
Well, yeah.
There's already no room, and there's only 4 of them in there.
I feel you don't need a referee in there if it's just submit or surrender, right?
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense. Well, Vince Russo's yelling on commentary now, too. Why don't we put Don Callis in the ring and call it, huh?
Russo's pissed.
Jesus Christ.
Ball.
They're yelling so much I can barely hear what they're saying.
Yeah, we need a Mike Tenay Vince Russo match, okay? It needs to happen.
Oh, boy, look at this.
What are they doing? Oh.
Jarrett gets sort of put through the table. Daniels went through it more as he jumped off the top rope and is assisted powerbomb.
Yeah.
Here comes Diamond.
Simon Diamond, tag team champion.
Damn, he looks good with that tag strap, man.
He sure does. Diamond going right after Jarrett with a right hand to the face. Simon has a problem, and it's you, Jeff Jarrett. Oh, Jarrett's busted open.
Yeah, he sure is.
So 2 guys are busted open, Daniels and Jarrett.
There's weapons everywhere. Table's broken. It's a mess.
Eric Watts is in there. Mr. Explosion.
I'm surprised they wouldn't have saved the table for like the ending, to be honest, so it wasn't like just in the way.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well. I thought that would be like one of the closing moment things.
Right?
Is there... Oh, is that... Oh, it's not. Okay. I thought the bull rope was attached to the ropes. I'm surprised they didn't do like straps on the ropes to kind of go into that.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Thing too.
Well, because Jarrett has a strap right now, but...
Yeah. I thought he did. That's definitely a strap, yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's coming out next?
Down with the brown. There he comes.
Do the head. He's not doing the head swivel.
He's not ready. He's too focused.
He's too serious. D'Lo Brown, the master of the steel cage matches. This is about his 5th one already. He's been here for 5 months.
Jarrett is wicked busted.
Smashing Diamond over the head with it. Hey, Daniels, here's a trash can to your head, too. Oh, Styles, you can take one as well. D'Lo, Harris, and Jarrett are standing tall. Eric Watts just standing around doing absolutely nothing because there's nothing he needs to do.
Well, yeah, dude, he's in the way.
Yeah, I really don't know why he's in there. Harris has style. Oh my God, is he doing that was like a super canatonic. He spun around like 3 times.
Yeah, that was pretty good. His trademark, his signature move.
The catatonic. I like today. Oh, Jarrett's hanging out on the middle rope. Trash can shot to Styles.
Oh, submission or pinfall is how you win this match.
No, man. It needs to be just submission. Oh, here comes Shane Douglas.
Look at his workout muscle shirt.
What the hell? He's looking like extra thick today.
It's got to be that awful shirt he's wearing.
It has to be. Is he gonna wrestle in a tank top now?
There's no way. Come on.
Oh, Jared just smacked him with a trash can lid. And he slowly fell down. I like how everybody that entered the match had, an extended shine moment. Shane Douglas delivered 3 forearm shots and then gets smacked with the trash can.
So Harris just got thrown up against the cage, and 3 weapons fell down as he hit it.
Oh, Douglas has got the baseball bat. He's beating on Jared in the corner. Styles with a trash can shot to Harris.
No, that's Diamond.
Oh, it was Diamond.
See, they look the same, just like Jonny Storm and Ashley Hudson.
Oh. I mean, they probably more look alike than AJ and Simon Diamond do.
Yeah, but, it's the tights, and the cage is making everything blur, fuzzy,
I was rubbing my eye as well.
Yeah, it definitely was. Who's next?
So Raven is going to be last.
James Storm, who, mind you, has a concussion. Let's see how many times he gets hit in the head. Oh, shit, there's that fan who wouldn't give Brian Lawler the chair.
Do you think he's going to take any weapon shots if he has and they know he has a concussion?
I don't know if they actually know yet, but they know he's fucked up. He goes to the hospital after this match is what it was said.
Wow. Well, he just cleaned house with trash can shots.
Oh, Russo's trying to grab Jarrett's guitar through the cage from him. Jarrett's now up on the top rope. The cage is flapping over there.
He's going to do his best New Jack impersonation.
There's a piece of a cage hanging off of the cage over on that side.
Yeah, it is, yeah. D'Lo's holding Daniels, and Jared just broke the guitar over Daniels' head.
He could use that guitar again. That was so wimpy.
Yeah, he could. He probably will, too.
Jarrett's got a chair now.
This guy's favorite weapon, a steel chair. Wait, so is Swinger the last one for the heels?
Yeah, I think he is, right?
That's a weird choice. they lost their mind today. Like,
Swinger.
yeah.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter if he's the last one because
you can't win until everybody's in there anyway.
Well, that and it doesn't matter how lame the last heel is because the last one's Raven and he's going to get a huge pop.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him fake jog down to the ring.
I kind of like Swinger.
I do. I like him even more now. But his shit today is so funny.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's hilarious.
I think at the time, though, 2003, I just saw Swinger as, a non-important mid-card guy. He didn't really matter. But I think he's actually pretty enjoyable.
Yeah.
He's entertaining. He shows charisma that I didn't realize he had.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Shane Douglas looking at the yellow sign. He's like, wait, this matches my shirt.
He's like, wait, yeah, this could work. I'm still wearing my muscle shirt.
Oh, baseball bat shot by Diamond to.
Look at him hold it. Douglas was holding the sign and then just rammed D'Lo into it.
Yeah. Have you ever had your head rammed into a plastic wet floor sign?
Yeah,
it's not fun.
Not like that, I guess.
It's not fun.
5,
pretty devastating.
4, 3, 2, 1. Russo's freaking out, and there it is, Raven's song. Oh, he's limping though. Dude's fucked up.
And he just has a cooking sheet, like a baking sheet. What was he doing? Baking cookies backstage? Why is he limping so bad?
He's been attacked so much. Who knows?
Maybe he has gout.
Gout. Raven's hit everyone with the fucking cookie sheet.
Yeah,
one
but
hand shots.
He's doing it so casually with the one hand.
He has two of them. Okay, it's locked officially.
Oh, Daniels kicks Raven.
Look, how many people are inside the cage right now?
Yeah, including Eric Watts, who is just walking around. There's nothing to do. All right, we are at 1 hour and 42 minutes, so we got probably around 12 minutes left. So is this going to be 12 minutes just hitting each other with weapons, trying to make each other tap, or what?
See, this is where ending it within a couple minutes when the last person gets in is probably for the best.
Yeah.
Because at this point,
well, if it was 2 rings, it'd be different because you'd be spaced out. You could do more things. But when you're in 1 ring,
yeah.
As what does Gallows say? Just throwing.
Is it throwing bows with the boys? That's what I think. I think it might be forearms, but bows, elbows, forearms.
Yeah.
We're just throwing them with the boys.
Right. That's all that they're doing. Punched. Oh yeah, trash can shot. Great. Russo's screaming.
Well, there's still stuff hanging up. Okay, we got piece of a fence. We got kendo sticks. There's a nightstick I saw. Did you just see that bullshit shot that AJ Styles just did to Harris?
Yeah. AJ's not a hardcore wrestler, okay?
Eric Watts just tapped him and hey, good job, bro.
Good hit. Who was that? Was that Harris? Yeah, it was. Harris is busted open. Where's Storm? I haven't seen him. D-Logs.
I was wondering. Oh, he's laying down. No, that's Harris. Where is he?
Is he getting choked by Diamond? He's gotta be. He's probably dude, I have a concussion. Just choke me. Douglas hits Raven with a trash can shot. Now he's yelling at Dusty.
Dusty's come on, Raven. Dusty and Russo almost just got a whole fight, but Rudy Charles was in the way of them. No, guys, come on.
Ooh, baseball. Baseball bat shot.
Oh, Swinger's got the nightstick. There's still more shit hanging up. I can't tell what it all is, though.
Well, as you said, there's a kendo stick. I think there's a chair on the left side, maybe?
Oh,
or
that
on
doesn't.
both sides?
I can't tell what's on. Oh, there's a bull rope. Oh, is that what it is? It's just a bull rope? Maybe there's not a chair?
Maybe it's just the bull rope, yeah.
But what's that black thing hanging on the right of our screen right now? Is that another bull rope?
I think it is. I think it's 2 bull ropes.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it is. Yep. Okay, so no one wants to use the bull ropes. Wonder why.
Because it's a Dusty's gimmick.
I don't know how to call anything. Everyone's either choking someone in the corner or hitting them with a fucking...
Yeah, no, there's absolutely nothing going on. I don't know how you're going to make somebody submit and have it be compelling at this point.
I don't know. Well, the heels are starting to pretty much have complete control, which if I had to take a guess means that the faces will turn around and win. Yep, here we go. Triple.
And as soon as you say that.
Yeah, they all reverse an Irish whip into the cage. Yep, here they go. Throwing all the heels into the cage. Yeah. Here we go.
Chair just going around tapping everybody on the head with a trash can. Oh, D'Lo's pissed. He's pummeling AJ with flurry of strikes to the corner.
It's completely lost.
Eric Watts is just doing nothing.
Dude, he's literally walking around. He's like, "Oh, okay, you're doing good. Okay, you're good. You're good. Okay."
AMW and Jared are hitting their respective rivals in the three corners. Oh, Raven's going for a DDT. Bam! Spikes Douglas right in the middle of the ring. Oh, wait, you can win by pinfall, too. I forgot.
Yeah, but how can you even do that right now?
I don't know.
It looks like Daniels took Raven out. Oh, sky high.
Are they gonna just hit all their finishing moves now or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
problem solver.
Oh my
Dallas'
god.
favorite tag team move.
Well, you know what move's gonna end it then, right? As Harris hits the spear.
Stroke.
Yeah. 8-second ride by Storm on the Swinger.
Oh, you know what? Do you think this is Jarrett's gonna pin Styles or something?
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
Oh shit! Styles nearly missed his moonsault DDT. Just look at Jarrett slowly getting up. Almost this time.
Oh boy, where's AJ going now?
What the heck?
What the hell? I thought he was a Catholic boy. He's humping the air towards people. Oh, great. Jarrett's got AJ on the top rope. The stroke.
Off the fucking top rope. But wait a second.
D'Lo
and Harris.
And Harris.
Leg drop and the lowdown. Jarrett goes for the pin on Styles. That's a 3.
Jeez.
Oh my god, look at them beating the shit out of Dustin
Dusty's mugged.
Wait, Russo's hitting him with his hat.
With his cowboy hat.
and then Siaki and
It's
Legend.
a straw hat. What is he doing? How's that going to hurt him? Oh, Legend's there. D'Lo going after Legend now.
They somehow already unlocked the cage, so everyone's coming out fighting.
Well, I mean, that was a good finish.
That was better. Yeah, it was better than I thought they were going to do.
Splash and leg drop combo. I probably should do it.
Wait, now BG James is getting involved and Ron Killing. This is fucking Conan. This is a fucking mess.
I thought this War Games thing was supposed to keep people in check. And now here, Eric Watts is beating on Legend. That's favoritism.
They got to do another one next week. The red shirts.
They got to do another War Games next week.
Yeah, when we get back from our break.
Oh, Douglas is left in the cage with Raven. That's not a good sign. Gilberti's out there. They're all brawling around ringside. Gilberti elbows to Killings. Daniels ramming Jarrett onto the announce table. Break the announce table. I get Chipotle for life.
Well, it's not going to happen.
3 times a day for life from Dallas.
I actually just got food poisoning from Chipotle.
Did you really?
Yeah, I just threw up last night.
Oh, wow. Does that mean you're going to stop getting Chipotle for a while?
No, it was pretty good, but I was really sad because I had some for lunch. Oh, wait, here's the new church. Oh, shit. Sin and Slash just shut the door. Abyss is out here, too. Yes. Shane Douglas, James Mitchell, and the new church have locked themselves in the cage.
Where's the gathering? Oh, they're cutting his hair.
Shane Douglas is going to cut Raven's hair. They're taking his identity away.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Wow.
That was about 4 minutes shorter than usual, but probably because it's a tape show. It probably doesn't help. I thought that was a breeze of a watch for an hour and 50 minutes.
In 14 seconds.
In 14.
Yeah, I thought so too, actually. I thought that was a pretty good show.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't complain about that.
Well, I mean, I think it's safe to say that we probably gave both of that one a thumbs up. I mean, the first, 5 matches, I think were a little ridiculously short, but I understand why. And they were still fun. They weren't bad. Yeah. So
yeah. I'm not going to complain about that.
No, I'm not. But at first it was like, what's going on? I think they could have dropped the Mad Mikey match, and I mean, not that would have given us much more, but I don't think that we needed that.
No, I agree. But coming out of this, I think I mean, Jarrett pinning AJ is probably going to lead to him being the next challenger for a rematch or whatever, and then more continuation with Douglas and Raven. I was going to ask, because last time when there was a break last year, it seemed like there was like a hard reset for like what was going on, but I don't think we're going to get a hard reset because they're clearly telling us, hey, these things are continuing on.
Yeah, and I think that we're in a really good flow, so I don't think they can do like a reset like that this time. I think we got to keep going.
Yeah, there also isn't like a sale of the company and stuff. Like everything's being revamped. It's like they have a good consistent basis right now.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that was the Super X Cup. Wednesday, Bloody Wednesday, a match I didn't even know took place. So I think overall that was a pretty fun show. As a reminder, we've said it about 3 or 4 times by now, but next week, Pay-Per-View 62 is in fact a 1-cent clip show. So we will not be covering that. We'll be covering WWA, the Retribution. Sting versus Lex Luger is your main event for that match, or that show. Our bonus series continues. We only got 2 more of those. I'm looking forward to that, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it as well. And when we come back on September 17th, we don't know anything yet, but if I had to take a guess, our notes for that week may or may not spill some beans. And I think that's going to be a show that I think a lot of people have been looking forward to.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to it as well. But first, we have to get through the stupid WWA show, so that sucks.
I think it sounds pretty good, and I'm looking forward to that one, unlike the other ones that I literally were dreading. So, and it might have even been my idea to start watching those. I don't even remember, but regardless.
I think so.
But I guess the only other thing I have is, if you don't already, give us a follow on our Twitter page at Cross the Line TNA, or join us over on Facebook at TNA Cross the Line Pod. And keep leaving us reviews, telling us what you like about the podcast. Don't tell me that I'm wrong, Jordan. And, let us know what you think. I'm loving the interaction on Twitter. Killing it recently. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's good to see people listening and interacting with us. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not looking forward to WWA, but I am looking forward to continuing on with the TNA shows in 2 weeks' time. But Dallas, if you got nothing else, I got nothing else.
That's it, man. Take us home.
All right, then. Until next week for some WWA. For Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.